Where are the following, okay, in the AFC? Where are the Raven fans? Where are the Dolphin fans? Where are the Buffalo Bill fans out here? Okay? Where's the whole AFC North? Okay? Matter of fact, where the hell is the league at? Congratulations, I saw Third Ward. I'm gonna bring Raven up here in a couple of minutes so he can brag. There is no more discussion from none of these teams in the AFC except one, and that is the Chargers. Why? Harbaugh is there now. They're in the same division, so they're going to be going at it, bumping heads with the Chiefs the next 5 years.
Wow, an epic Super Bowl for an epic season. Thank you, Las Vegas. Clark, to you and your family, to this great organization, to Coach Reed and this incredible football team. Make some more room in that trophy closet, would you please? This is the first time a team is repeated in almost 20 years in the NFL.
All right, the reason why I'm staying quiet is that Clark Hunt is about to get his trophy. What a job by Kansas City, folks. This was their toughest challenge. And before I go to the other side, which are the losers tonight, what can you say about Patrick Mahomes now? And like I said, every team in the AFC except the Bengals, who beat Mahomes in Arrowhead for the AFC title, and the Chargers, who now have Jim Harbaugh there, every other AFC team right now has been dismissed. I don't want to hear about, oh, my quarterback is better. That bullshit. Oh, that my quarterback's on the same level. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay? I don't want to hear about Josh Allen. I don't want to hear about something I'll talk about Tuesday morning, soon to be $55 million a year. That's right, you heard me. According to Barry Cunningham, he's going to do it tomorrow night. $55 million a year, bronze pineapple down South Florida. Okay? I don't want to hear about Pittsburgh. I don't want to hear about Cleveland. I don't want to hear about Lamar Jackson, Sunshine, Stroud. It's Patrick Mahomes' world to further notice. As Real's in the building. I'm going to say what's up to all you guys in a minute. Kyle Shanahan, let me go over there before I continue to praise Kansas City. Uh, Kyle Shanahan, this is his third time in a row that he has blown it. In Atlanta, he had a 28-3 lead. He wanted to prove to Bill Belichick that he was smarter than him. It cost him. 4 years ago, I will admit, me and I just talked about this. There was a lot of bullshit calls going on in that game. And he watched the game again, he said on Friday night, and he said, yeah, Mace, you was right. I said, yeah, I watch all this stuff. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Tonight was a pure self-destruction by the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches for hardly nothing. Okay? Brock Purdy did the best he could in the conditions he was in. And Patrick Mahomes won his third MVP. I'm going to get to Mahomes in a minute. Shout out to Azriel. Shout out to Moss. This game is gone the latest of any Super Bowl game, folks. And let me tell you something. It's only 5 after 8 in Vegas. The Chiefs are going to party all night and tomorrow. And they deserve to. But as far as San Francisco goes, I don't care what eye test says. This is psychologically damaging to that franchise. To let Mahomes come back against a team with no receivers. And I told my mother that, and she's celebrating in my living room right now. And mom came over here for the Super Bowl. She's as happy as a fiddle right now. Watch Hardman in this game. And Hardman came through, and wow, what ending! Clearly the best Super Bowl I've seen. Travis Kelsey screaming "Viva Las Vegas!" And I'm gonna let everybody come up here. Mace, this shit was rigged. It was rigged though. I don't think so, Raven. I think what you saw here tonight was you had a very, very overconfident San Francisco team that couldn't bully the Chiefs around. And to me, the MVP of this game is clearly the Chiefs defense. What a job. And as real no, as real's the Steeler fan. What you call the KC fan. Uh, Antonio's the big KC fan. As far as this guy goes, this guy is the GOAT. To play Miami minus 29 degrees. To play in Buffalo 12 degrees. To play in Baltimore and held Lamar to 7 points. And now tonight, and again, when the big plays had to be made, Purdy didn't make them. Mahomes did.
Trophies in the hands of the Chiefs. Once again, let's go back to JB.
So, gotta give them their due, folks. Whiteside in the building. He never beaten the real GOAT. Okay, Jerome. Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. Harding. Uh, what's my brother name? Hardman fumbled in Buffalo. Remember? And now Kansas City. The dynasty they have now. The Patriot dynasty is history now. It's now the Chiefs and the AFC. I give the only teams I can see beating them are the Chargers and the Bengals. Every other team, I don't see it. And as Kelsey is hugging and kissing Taylor Swift right now, uh, what a job by Kansas City. You got to tip your cap to them. You got to. Yep, they are the new dynasty of the NFL. They have done something that hasn't been done in 19 years. They went back to back 3 of the last 5 years because they lost to the Buccaneers, then they lost to the Bengals in the AFC title. So that man is the GOAT. He beat Purdy. He beat Josh Allen. He beat Lamar Jackson. He beat Tua Tagovailoa. Enough said in one calendar. Not even a calendar. In fucking 5 weeks. Tremendous job. Well, spring training is Saturday. I mean, it's Tuesday. So you know when I come up here Tuesday, I'll be talking spring training. Y'all can't say this game was rigged or the refs helped. No one said that. Well, Raven said that. I don't know why. Third ward. You got to talk to Raven about that. I didn't say that. Okay. Don't hear what you want to hear. Hear what I've been saying. Okay. So the Chiefs are the pure dynasty of the NFL. And again, I don't want to hear from these AFC fans. Okay? Stop your delusion. You better have a full stack to beat the Chiefs. And like I said, the Bengals, they've proven they can do it. They don't even worry about the Chiefs. And the Chargers, last couple of years you have to take that for the moron coach who they got rid of. But he holds his own against Mahomes. So you're going to get a great rivalry. And it depends on what Sean Payton gets at quarterback. Who knows? And the Raiders I like, but I think the Raiders better look around for a better quarterback. But right now, it's the Chiefs' kingdom. What's up, Jims? I'm gonna say what's up to everybody right now. While I'm doing that, uh, well, back up. Raven is the biggest Patrick Mahomes fan. I don't know why he thinks the game was kind of rigged. I mean, I don't think the game was rigged at all. I think what the Chiefs showed you was eternal fortitude in this game. That's right. Thank you, Jims. Appreciate you, family. Chaos Rain in the building. I'm surprised he's in here talking football. I mean, I'm used to him being all NBA all the time. But this is one of the great games of the ages. 305's in the building. Sean's in the building. Kane's in the building. A lot of guys popped up in here tonight. Eye test is in the building. People in the clouds, hit that like button. X, Facebook, welcome. Who else? I forgot that channel. Twitch, thank you for showing up. And wow. All right, let's go. 305 in the building. I saw you earlier, fam. What's up? And this is all about the Chiefs tonight. So it's going to be about the Chiefs for a while. So for those of you in the AFC, unless you make a major deal or something to compete with the Chiefs, this is all the Chiefs now. Okay? It's all the Chiefs. Let me get these guys up here. It's all the Chiefs. I mean, what are you going to say? And it's just fascinating to me how it looked like this game was just a defensive game, which it was. Hey, Louis Shirley, how you doing, baby girl? Great to see you tonight. You better pull up here in March when the Chicago Bears gonna be making the big move. We'll talk about that Tuesday, about the Bears. But tonight's about Mahomes, and I'm doing good, baby. I'm doing good. Well, you guys who asked for the link, you guys are slow, man. I mean, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got all night.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Chaos?
What's good, man? What's good? What's good?
It's all
You
right,
know,
man.
I told a few friends that was gonna bet. I told them personally that they should put the money on the Kansas City Chiefs. And a lot of people have favored the 49ers because of how they were doing this year. And I'm not a football person, as you know, Mace. You know me, I don't talk about things I'm not really liking or that I don't invest in, personally. But how I look at it, Mace, right?
Yeah,
Hear me good? Is my volume good?
yeah, good.
All right.
Hey,
How I look at it is, and I know people don't want to do the conspiracies and all that, what sports is. I go by the results, and I call it how I see it by getting enough information of what really was the buzz. How much money is Taylor Smith grossing in the NFL? You aware of this? Mace?
Who?
Taylor Swift. You know how much money that the NFL is grossing with her? Are
Over
you
a
aware of
billion.
it?
Over a
billion.
billion.
Okay, excellent. Very good, very good, very good. So now, when I got wind of this, almost 2 weeks ago, and I'm thinking, my God, whoever got this chick in the nips under their thumb have secured themselves a repeat instantly, regardless how we view the season. If this woman has the capability of drawing in female to watch
Female attention, and yeah, that's it. That's why I was like, this
oh,
is
oh,
really
oh,
like crazy.
let me get. I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you. If she was able to do this, it makes sense. And listen, brothers, how many people are on the panel? I can't tell because we got this thumbnail here. I wish I could see who I'm talking to. And if you want to lower this for a second, Mace, for a second. All right, I'll say this: that at the end of the day, I tell the old saying, do not take this personal. It's just business as usual. And we don't understand the business side of football. Oh, I like the dark background, Mace. Very dark. I like it. And I don't know if you're drinking some whiskey, but so I'm thinking
what's
this
going
is a
on, fellas? What's
business
going on?
move. And not only the business move, look how it ended. It ended the way how it should end it. No one's going to speculate. No one's going to figure out because say, look, it was a close game, down to the wire to the last second. I tell people, don't be fooled. This is a business move. If your money was not on the Kansas City Chiefs from the start, and didn't see how it was easy to know that this was there were going to be more than ones going to repeat now, since I know more about this, it would have made better sense to you for all your money on the Kansas City Chiefs, regardless, because this woman gave now it's over. She probably grossed $1 billion now for the NFL now. This whole season now, with this victory.
Chaos. I
So
respect what you're saying, brother.
no. There's good pushback, and that's fine.
No pushback at all. You're right. But tonight appears about that man right there.
Yeah.
She does, and you're right. She grows so much revenue and bringing more women to football. Antonio Labs, congratulations on your Chiefs, family. Antonio Labs in the building.
Yeah.
Mace, what's good, bro? What's good?
What's up, baby, bro?
What's good? Yeah, I'm at work, so if I go in and out, excuse me.
I feel you, fam.
Yeah, I'm
I
at
feel
work
you.
right now, so if I mute my mic, then I'm probably
All
doing
right,
something.
bro. Take your time. Go ahead, Chaos.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm not sure which men betted on the Chiefs. If you bet, you were gonna be extra $500 or more dollars richer. Because everybody throw all the monies on the 49ers. And I'm saying, you fools, if you're not seeing the writing in the wall. And I'm not knocking certain teams are not bad or good. But when it comes to business, don't take it personal. It's just business, baby. You get me? I
It's
need
just
this
business,
bread.
dog. It's just business.
I need this bread. This bitch gave me an extra half and now $1 billion. You think I'm going to let this team drop the ball? You're delusional. Hell fucking no. I will pick up the phone tonight.
Well, it
Wait,
was a good close game,
all
though, bro.
right.
It was a good close game.
Wait, time's over. Come. All right. Thank you.
Bro.
Anyway, I yield the mic.
No, I was just gonna say it's about that man, the thumbnail. Now, Taylor Swift to me, what she does. Jim's agree with you. I agree with you. But we're talking about this man who's the GOAT, his greatness tonight. Go ahead, Sean. Sean.
No, all I was gonna say was like if it can can you hear me?
Crystal clear, family.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Sean. We hear you.
All right. I was gonna okay. All right. What I was gonna say? Yeah, if Kansas City would have lost it, the key moment would have went back to that 6 second, 6 seconds on the clock, and then try again. And plus, they had a timeout, so that really would have That would have been a key moment they would have went back to. Like that's
You're
what
right.
everybody would
I
have
know
been
what you're
talking
saying.
about.
Yeah, you're right. It would have set them back. I think the game was fairly played. I just think Purdy didn't come up big when they needed him to. You settle for field goal. You should have
Hmm.
did like the Chiefs did. Go down the field and win the damn game. And they did. And that's no
That's
knock on that's no knock on salute, Big Toe. That's not no knock on uh I'm Purdy or Shanahan, but they did what they had to do, and unfortunately, they didn't get it done. And like I said,
They did not.
for the 49ers, it's going to be psychologically damaging that they lost again. They lost again to the Chiefs.
Yep.
FBI needs to be contacted immediately. 49ers were cheated. Joe Biden. Joe, I'm gonna leave that alone. FBI, I read you. I read you. I read you. Oh man. So what a game. Uh salute to the Chiefs. And like I said before, uh in the AFC, it's gonna be tough to beat them. It really
I
is.
mean, they're a hell of a squad, man.
And folks, they have no true wide receiver out there. And they won back to back Super Bowls.
Yep.
Hmm. And that's something.
Without
And that's telling.
Tyreek, too.
So for all you
Without the
Tyreek
Cheetah.
Hill lovers down in South Florida, the GOAT has now won twice without Tyreek Hill. And if you didn't hear what Tyreek Hill said on Friday on NFL
Yeah, I
Network,
saw it.
he said no more excuses for Miami. Either they get it done next year or that's it.
What they got? Kyrie? What you talking about?
Tyreek Hill on the Dolphins. Bless you. He's on the Dolphins. Um, chaos.
Okay.
Jefferson's in the building. Larry, hey, boy, it's good to see all you guys up here this late. To hear me, hit that like button. So that man right there is the GOAT. No questions about it. And
Well, I won't crown him yet, man. She still got to pass Brady. Once she pass Brady, yeah, for sure.
I'm not. Hey, I'm giving it to him, bro. To beat Tungalova 20 minus 29, Josh Allen 12 on the road, Lamar held him to 7 points, and then tonight being down like they were down, and
Mm.
he came back to pull it off. He beat Tua, Josh Allen on the road, Lamar on the road, and Brock Purdy on the neutral site. I mean, we're not talking a young C.J. Stroud here. Let me see who else. C.J. Stroud. Uh, who's the quarterback for Pittsburgh?
What is it, Kenny Pickett?
Mason Rudolph, and then winning the championship game against the Raiders quarterback.
Yeah, no Connell.
Yeah, he didn't beat those guys. He beat the La Creme a la Creme, the time MVP, but never gets it done. Josh Allen, who never gets it done.
Mm.
Okay, Tua is Tua, and then beat, which I warned you guys about with Brock Purdy. But tonight, I cannot blame Brock. I think Brock played a good game. I think the Chiefs got to him up the middle. And
Yeah,
now it's
that
gonna be,
that blitz.
is he the GOAT? Yeah, 15 is the GOAT. Yeah, Antonio, he's the GOAT.
One short question, Mace. I'm gonna step down for a little bit. I might come back because you're gonna be celebrating this for a while. It's early. This is just off topic briefly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Knicks made another move, getting I think a sharpshooter and some center, I believe.
Yeah, the Knicks are playing well, man. You should
So
be proud of
where I'm seeing this news article talking about like that these guys gonna make a championship run. I just don't see it like that. That's like kind of rushing it, don't you think?
I think they can make a championship run.
I think they could push to go far in the East.
I think they can make
I'm
a
not sure
championship
getting
run.
out of the East, personally, in my opinion. They got yeah, go ahead.
They can make a championship run. Will they get there? I don't know.
Well,
But this is the best.
it's hard to have
in years.
injuries for that to happen. You get me? Personally.
Yeah, and Milwaukee's dysfunctional right now with Doc Rivers.
I'm more focused on Boston than Milwaukee, personally.
Well, Boston wins number 1 and you're number 3. You don't play Boston to the Eastern Conference Final if you get that far.
But
So you don't have to worry about Boston.
we could say for certain, no matter what they stand in the rankings or where they line in the playoffs, they can get to the Eastern Finals right now.
Yeah. But we'll talk about that Tuesday.
All right, good. All right, guys. Let me step down.
Chaos,
yes.
you better be here Tuesday because every time I give you an opportunity,
I will try. I gotta see how I am on Tuesday. You know, I don't make no promises depending on what time.
Wednesday night. Wednesday night's better because that's NBA night up here. Okay.
I'll see, Mace, because sometimes I'll be my
clock. I appreciate you pulling up though, as always.
All right,
you know
appreciate
that.
It. Thank you, guys.
You're good, bro. Thanks, fellas. Chaos Reign. Mace, do you have the proof? And will be going to the FBI, CIA, intelligence unit. Joe, cut it out, nigga. Go ahead, Sean. Sean's on mute. Raven's watching something on television. I don't know what he's watching.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing the game.
Okay. So I'll put you on mute while you're playing your game.
Oh, you can hear me or something? You can
yeah.
hear me?
Well, how you think I know you're doing something?
Oh.
I don't got bionic ears, bro. What shuffleboard team think they got a chance?
Mace put the bionic ears.
I don't got those type of ears, bro. The bionic ears, man.
Mace, stop that, Mace. You got them kind of ears, bro.
No, I don't.
Tell them cut it out.
I love Chaos Reign, but he just loves the NBA.
So what's good, big bro? What's going on?
I'm good, man. Appreciate you looking out for me like you did while I was down with the flu, man. 305, get your ass up here. Yeah. I don't know what Canes is. I test was here. He should have stuck around. He blames it. I
test feeling sick right now. I don't blame
I test blames it on the kicker.
Yeah. I test you got every right to be mad at them 49ers. I honestly thought y'all about to get you a Super Bowl. But
bro,
then again,
hey,
I started watching this setup and I started noticing the plants that this is rigged.
This is damaging to that franchise, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. To lose to Mahomes twice. And the way Mahomes beat you this time in overtime with 3 seconds left.
I mean, this was a terrible Super Bowl, by the way.
No, it was a great Super Bowl, man.
I think this was the worst Super Bowl I have ever watched in my entire life.
You know why you don't like the Super Bowl? Because it was a defensive battle, bro. Give the Chiefs and 49ers defense some applause, folks.
Dude,
Good money in the building.
I found myself getting into debates with because I mean we were also watching the trailers. I'm really pissed off at Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they didn't show Godzilla tonight.
No, they No, they didn't. No, they saving it for Wednesday. Funky ass Valentine's Day.
I'll leave that alone.
I've been on that trivia. I've been on X talking directly to him, talking trash. I'm like, I can't
You don't-
believe y'all have trashed this film just like that.
You on Twitter, Raven Knights?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm always on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
I gotta add you on. I gotta add you on there.
we had a shooting in Houston, and the media was trying so much to hide her identity. It was a female, and her son she used as a damn shield. So I'm like, I've been hot all night while watching this boring ass Super Bowl on other stuff.
Hey, Raven, this is one of the all-time great Super Bowls, man.
I don't
cut it
think
out, bro. It was not boring, bro. Stop it.
It
Don't
was
be a
boring.
hater, Raven. Don't be a hater, Raven.
The Ravens should be happy. The Chiefs won. You know what Raven wanted? This is what Raven wanted. Raven wanted this. Mahomes, 5 touchdowns, 485 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted him to go crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what he wanted. Yeah.
yeah. I don't like field goal
You wanted
games
him to
and
go
close
crazy.
games.
That's what he
I wanted
wanted.
the Kansas City Chiefs to go ahead and end it on a big note since they about to go into history. But we saw this coming at the beginning of the season, so everybody else can sit down. Jordan Love, you can sit down. Dak Prescott, you can get the fuck out. CJ Stroud, you can go pray to God. Go sit down. It's all about Holmes. Holmes is the new king. And you know what? Due to that, I am buying a jersey, and it's gonna be the
There you
Kansas.
go. There you go.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm honestly happy that they got a chance to
You
do it.
should be, man. This is greatness, what we just saw.
And Taylor Swift looked so damn good. I was so tracking her. You know, she busted her butt to get from Tokyo to LA and then to the game. I'm like, yeah, because you know what? She a good girl. And Travis, I appreciate that touchdown, bro.
Am I looking at this right?
Hey, Mace. I just thought about something. You know what's so crazy,
Yeah.
bro? You know how, Marino and all the great quarterbacks,
Yeah.
was in your era. So Mahomes is in my era, pretty much. So so when I get like to your age, I can get to say, man, Dan Marino, my Dan Marino was like Patrick Mahomes, pretty
There
much.
you go.
So
I want to
can
welcome
get
this young man back.
I just think that's dope, bro.
I know. I want to welcome this young man back. He has a signal problem, but when he comes back up here, NBA fan, where you been? We want to get his signal back. Hopefully, NBA fan, come back. I'm gonna drop you. Come back up. He has a problem with his Wi-Fi. Come back up, family. Your grandson up here. G Mars in the building. Everybody's pulling up. This man here's the GOAT. It's official now. And you just heard baby bro Sean what he just said. When he gets in his 40s, he's going to tell his kids and his grandkids when he gets in his 50s about Patrick Mahomes. Yes, sir. What's up, real fun?
Not even about Patrick Mahomes, man. It's about Lamar.
What's up, Coach? What's up, everybody?
Yo, what's good? Mark Purdy.
Back chilling. Back chilling on some
Joe
drink.
Burrow, all them guys. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's your time period, family. Yep. You're right about that.
What's good, big bro? Mr. Miami. What's good?
Man, we're good, man.
Good, my brother.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Are you following the fiasco down in Miami Gardens right now? Sean?
Hold on, what you say?
You've been following the fiasco that's going down in Miami right now.
What fiasco?
All the things that they've been saying last couple of weeks. If you didn't hear the latest, believe it or not, saw this tweet late last night. Omar Kelly is challenging TD now, and TD's become. And shout out to TD, by the way. TD Fins talk. They're coming after him now because he's he's anti-Dolphins right now. He's telling the truth, and they don't want to hear it. So they're all coming after him now. By the way, Barry Cunningham Watch him tomorrow night. 7. I think he's on at 7:15. The word is they're going to give Tua $55 million a year. Wow. Sean got that phone call at work. And I'll talk about that Tuesday. Just a minute. Your crimes, Mace, is an FBI undercover plan has been planted.
So don't listen to the media.
I'll talk about that more Tuesday. And I'll come back here. I'll talk about that.
Yeah, the media embarrassed themselves tonight. They are up here calling Usher's Moonwalker skating. You can't make this up.
I did not watch no halftime show. I was praying to God blessing me to live to see another day.
I was suckered into watching it. Coffee
Boring.
It was boring, but I caught that. Beyonce looked like she was mad as hell that she wasn't making money.
I don't know what to say. When Eye Test is ready, he can.
Now, I feel bad for Swiss Beach though. I'll be ready to knock Usher ass out.
For real, yeah. When Usher said it to me, I'm like, all right, Swiss need to beat his ass.
NBA fan, you ready to come back up here and say what's up to us, bro? I'll wait till he unmutes himself. I know Eye Test is pissed off as hell right now. I had no dog in the fight.
He got a right to be.
I had no dog in this fight. It wasn't like I was sitting in my living room waving a pom-pom for whoever. I was just sitting there and I was enjoying a rock'em sock'em football game. Again, the word going to be out. Do you Kyle Shanahan, blah, 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 blah. Eye Test pissed off they missed the kick when he was up here before. He said that in the chat. I just know this. That, to me, was a real damaging loss for that franchise in San Francisco. That's like, how can I explain it to you? That's like, in the same sport, but I'll use two different teams who was in the Super Bowl recently. That's like the Bengals getting back next year to play the Rams, and the Rams beat them again. Are you ready, sir?
What's up, motherfuckers?
What's up, bro? What's up, brother? Out there?
I'm gonna let you talk right now. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man. Lost, bro. I gotta eat that. So, but that midfield, though, that shit gonna fuck with me for a while, man. That shit really gonna fuck with me. If you make the fucking extra point, game over, my nigga.
I mean, was it nerves? Do you think? I mean, was
Bro, he's been missing all year, bro. Bro, it was funny. It was something in the back of my. If you know a Niner fan, like besides me, ask them what's been gnawing at them all year. This motherfucker, bro. We've been like, you know how you got a problem, but you like, man, let's not worry. You know, let's cross that bridge when we get, bro. But it's always been in the back of all of our minds. If the game comes down to this motherfucker, we scarred. Now, here's what's crazy. He makes the hard kick.
Yeah.
The 50 plus. He makes that.
Yeah.
But he fucking missed the extra point.
Basically,
Come on, man. Oh, this shit. Bro, I put something in the back, Mace. If you wanna Can you play that for me before I go? Because this is how I feel about it. But, bro, like on the real, I understand we on different teams. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man, y'all saw that shit. That shit was. I done seen some Super Bowls, but the way the flags was jumping out early. But I ain't gonna do that, dog. I ain't finna do the little bullshit plays here, bullshit there. But that extra point, that shit gonna fuck with me, dog. 'Cause, yeah, man, pop that shit, man. But
Tell me the
bro,
truth.
you feel me though, right? Like if he missed a 50 plus, I'll be like, this bitch has been missing all year. It'll be kind of better to stomach. But the fact that he made the 50 plus and then he missed the extra point, come on, man. That shit not gonna sit right with me, man.
It made me think he was playing for bookies, bro.
Like, bro, like what the fuck?
I'm
Like
serious,
out of
bro.
all,
I'm saying, I'm like, I'm happy the Chiefs won, but bro, tonight this Super Bowl looked rigged as hell. The way
I
things
don't
were just
know,
falling into
fellas.
place. It
Fellas,
wasn't
I
no
don't know,
coincidence,
man.
bro.
you
I
gotta
think
look at the
this has
shit
been
that was
good.
going on, Mace, bro. Like the early calls. I'm not talking about Trent. Trent was offsides and all that shit. But I'm talking about like the little bullshit that was happening with the like, did you see Debo's like real shit? You remember when Purdy threw that bomb in the back of the end zone to deep? Bro, you ain't see McDuffie holding his fucking right arm. He only could get one arm up.
Yeah, I did see that.
Man, come on, man. Like, and bro, they lead if you go look at the NFL penalty, like if you go look at track that, they lead the NFL in both their tackles, lead the NFL in holding. I'm watching Bosa get pulled to the fucking ground on one of these fucking plays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
can't
then the
argue.
corners, the corners lead in PIs. So you got your tackles lead in offensive holding, and then your corners lead in PIs. So they holding my receivers and they holding my defensive ends. And they got one
There you go.
call.
There you go.
Fuck all that. Yeah, you got to play the sound though.
Okay. Fair use, fair use. I'll do it over again.
Watch this shit. This shit just came out. And you hear, if you read what it's saying, but you see that shit, you don't have no sound.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Now I'm gonna put the sound on.
Three Super Bowls. He threw for 333 yards. The address is 3333 Al Davis Way. He's a three-time Super Bowl champ now. Now, what the fuck, man?
I don't know what to tell you, man. I just know that
Mace,
I'm right here, bro.
he threw for 330. Bro, look at this. Bro, I
I
believe
know
in
what you're saying now.
numerology, my
I get
nigga.
what you're saying. What you're basically saying is this shit's rigged. Everything
Shit
is for
set up, my
treason.
nigga. You win by 3. You throw for 333 yards. The address is 333 Al Davis Way.
I hate to say it, but I'm being honest here. But when
We
you
lost.
are a
We
meal
lost.
ticket with the league, they're going to do things what eye test is talking about, folks. It is.
Nah, but it's all good. We
Oh,
lost. Nah, we lost,
god
bro.
damn.
Yeah,
Big bro don't brother.
You
we
know,
lost, bro.
Oh shit.
Fuck it.
What's good, ET? Yeah, I ain't know that.
We
Yeah,
good, man.
someone I forgot. They either said down oh, I was on Twitter and somebody said that shit. I was like, oh shit.
Come on, man.
Like,
It ain't too many coincidences in the world, bro. Too many.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
3-3-3.
You throw for that.
The address and then the yards they threw, and then they won by 3.
And you're a 3-time Super Bowl champ.
the referees was going to favor them. I mean, they seem to hit it off right at kickoff.
At kickoff, bro, you saw the flags jumping out like y'all niggas.
I mean,
not
they
today.
literally hit it at kickoff right before the coin toss. Welcome back, Kansas City. I'm like, here we go.
Bro, think about all the shit. You know how bad things happen in threes though. Let's stay on the threes. Bad shit happen in threes. Drake Greenlaw on a phantom bullshit ass play. He just jumping up, tears his ACL.
That's crazy.
Then you
yeah,
got
that was crazy.
Bro, look at this shit. Then you got
yeah, that was good. I was like, yo.
Dog, what is this shit? Then you got a field goal
still and not celebrate.
Bro, you don't get it, my nigga. How the fuck you just been out there hitting shit, and you get hurt by jumping up and down, jumping jacks,
and then
you telling me this nigga got hurt, bro?
Like he's sprinting, and that right knee is like it. I don't know, bro.
Bro, he jumped. He tore his ACL doing jumping jacks. This is a professional linebacker.
Yep.
And he tore his ACL doing jumping jacks.
You know,
then like I said,
like he jumped up and then he sprinted off. Right, so he sprinted, and then that right once he planted that right leg, boy.
My nigga.
Next year is in San Francisco, by the way.
Man, fuck all this shit, man. I ain't even worried about that. Then you got the field goal kicker who missed the extra point. Then you got these motherfuckers on 4th and 1. They got Patrick Mahomes dead to rights. They let him get the first down. Yo. Shit happened in threes, bro.
Yeah, I said they have blocked it, but they got their hands. They got their hands on the ball.
Fool, he kicked the shit with his ankle. He didn't even put his foot on it. It's an extra point. But he made a 50.
Yeah.
He made a 50. He had the record for the Super Bowl right before Buckner hit his.
Yeah, he
kicked
made
the
a
longest
55
field goal.
55 yarder.
Come on, how you make that and you miss the extra point?
Until Bucker. Yeah.
On your ankle.
Hit that on your ankle. Hey, how y'all feel about when Travis Kelce ran up on Andy Reid?
Yeah, they supposed to lose, dog.
Ran up on Andy Reid.
Nah, I'm thinking they're gonna lose. That's bad juju, dog. They supposed to lose this game.
I ain't gonna
this
lie.
This nigga kicked the fucking ball with his ankle, dog.
They was worrying me. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Because if once they didn't go for it on that, when they had 6 seconds left and they had a timeout out, I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? Like
one of our favorite porn stars in the chat.
I'm like, I'm just trying to make this shit for the dramatic effect now, because like, nigga, you can literally you still got time. You got a timeout.
Kyle was going for the kill, dog. You know what Kyle was thinking? Bruh, I ain't finna lose this Super Bowl because I was doing pussy shit. That nigga went for the jugular, dog, and he made it, bro. They got the touchdown, and then what this nigga do? He missed the extra point. And how the fuck we get to overtime? They kick a field goal 19-19 instead of it being 20-19. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro,
I think Kansas City could have. I think
I can't watch
totally
football.
Right.
Lord could have made it in adult films. Okay. Good looking hunting.
Damn.
I can't watch football no more, bro. Like next year, I'm just watching the Super Bowl. Like this shit bullshit. I am not going through a whole season of this shit again.
But Jennings was balling though. Jennings, he was balling.
Bro, everything worked out for us to win this shit. First, we up 10-0. Then they come back again, my nigga. The offense don't do shit.
Bro, I'm watching the replay of it. Yeah, they definitely touched it, bro. Yeah.
Man, I'm good, bro. I am not going through a whole season of this shit. I'm too old for this shit, man. I'm good. You know, I'm starting to feel like, you know how, what's his name? In Lethal Weapon.
Gonna go.
Well, Danny Glover, yeah, I'm too old for this shit, man. This shit taking years off my life, my nigga. Fuck this shit, man. I'm good, man.
It
Oh,
does,
I
brother.
thought
He
Kelsey
ain't
was gonna
lying.
score on that catch though. I thought
He
Kelsey
is
was
not
gonna
lying.
score.
Shit.
Bro, I'm good, fool. I refuse to do this next year, so I'm gonna holler at y'all boys, man. Nigga. It's just gonna be in the Super Bowl. I'll come talk shop, my nigga. But other than that, don't expect no proclamations, no nothing, nigga. I'm just watching. Fuck this shit.
Well, my
So
heart goes out to you,
if,
man. And the
if you
reason
couldn't win this shit, man,
I had,
go
I
ahead,
had no
man.
dog in the fight, so
Yeah, man, it was a
Nah,
hell
but
of a game.
I ain't never seen a game slip through a nigga fingers like that, bro. The only other game I could kind of liken it to is, and I hate them. So when it happened to them, I was happy. When Seattle, Malcolm Butler, that's what that shit reminded me of, dog.
you had to go there with me, right? You had to go there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you gonna feel my pain.
Seattle and Patriots. Yeah,
Yeah,
man, I remember
yeah,
that
1 yard
game,
line,
boy.
fool.
I was at my
Come
auntie
on,
house,
fool.
dude. We're chilling. Man, I'm thinking they about
2014.
to win. I'm
I'm not
thinking they
even
about
gonna
to give
talk
it to
about it.
Beast Mode.
I'm not even gonna talk
Nigga,
about it.
he threw
All I
it.
know is that
Yeah.
Daryl Bevel cost us
Now you
another
feel
game.
my pain.
So of
You feel
course
my
I
pain now.
you bring that up.
Okay. Yeah, damn right. I'm gonna make you feel it. That's how I feel right fucking
That's why
now.
I hate Daryl Bevel. He made that call.
Oh, hold on. I need to make
Nah,
somebody else feel my pain.
man, I'm
Hold on. Hey, you cowgirls.
putting that
Y'all lost to Jordan Love.
on
Fuck y'all too.
Russ, man.
Hold
You
on.
way I'm not
Hold
changing.
on.
You heard me, Mason?
Hold
Ain't no
on.
way down Russell
Hold
Wilson, and I hear the call,
on,
and I
shut y'all off.
and I
How the
don't
girls
I don't
go
change the
in
play to one play. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I'm
You know
pissed
what's
off.
funny
Fuck
yesterday?
that. Everybody gonna catch race. Hold on. Where the fuck
You
where the
know what's
fuck where your boy at? What's his name? What's his name?
I
C.J. Stroud. He at home. Fuck him. He's Stroud too. Uh,
I just
uh,
sending out them strays. He's sending out them strays.
yeah, nigga.
Mm.
I hope he tears ACL next year. Fuck him.
Damn.
I don't even care. Yeah. I don't give a
Damn,
fuck,
I
nigga.
test not
Yeah.
that.
I
Come on, bro,
don't
not
give
the
a fuck.
ACL,
I
not the
don't give a fuck,
ACL,
nigga.
big bro. Come
Trey
on,
Greenlaw
man.
tore his fucking ACL doing jumping
Not
jacks.
the
Fuck
young
that shit.
buck. ET.
Nobody,
Come on,
nobody
ET,
spared,
man.
nigga. My bruh,
Be the bigger person, bro.
bruh,
Be the bigger person.
my linebacker tore his ACL doing jumping jacks. I don't give no fuck. I don't care.
But when you say that's more on him than anything else, it was like next time you get hurt, about to sprint
Only
onto the
nigga I
field.
spare is Tyreek. Only nigga off my list is Tyreek. Other than that, I hope everybody get hurt next year. Fuck them, man. Matter of fact, I hope
Goddamn.
we get hit by. I hope we get hit by an
We won't
asteroid,
need two
dog.
again hurt. Please don't say that. We won't need two again
Man,
hurt,
fuck
boy.
Tua, man. Talk to me about Tua. Talk, I'm talking serious business. You over here talking to me about a fucking cartoon character, dog. Don't talk to me about no fucking Tua. Serious business right now, dog. I'm a couple steps away from going Columbine on the mall next week, dog. I don't know.
Yeah, that boy going off for real, for real.
Man, fuck, man. Another fucking year, bro. I waited 4 years to get these. I had these bitches in my head. It's like, bro, it's like getting a kill shot on a nigga and a nigga sneeze or some shit.
And I
And you
test.
miss. What
I
the
test.
fuck?
I want
You be
your
like, how
opinion
the
on
fuck you
this.
missed?
Yeah.
Bro, matter of fact, I can't even smoke till next season, dog. I'm done smoking. I'm done, dog.
Oh, cut it out, ET. After this,
Good,
he about
bro.
to go in. Wait,
You
no.
gotta understand something. I just said this before I test came
I'm
back up.
good, dog.
It's like if you're a Bengal fan right now
That boy-
and
Can't
you're
do it.
playing the Rams in a rematch,
It's my
and you
last
know
blunt,
you
dog.
got the squad to beat the Rams, and old man Stafford beats you again. If you're a
Twice,
guy
my
like
nigga.
that,
Not once, but twice.
yeah,
Both
yeah,
teams, bro. We
yeah.
supposed to have two
no.
chips, and this bitch got. I'm done,
Now,
dog. Like, yeah,
now
fuck
to
I
be
that.
know how
fair,
you
I
feel,
test not.
bro.
Now I test. Now they keep it 100. Some people say y'all should have lost to the Lions. That Detroit dropped that shit.
Bro, I get it, but dog, we didn't. Dog, it's part of the game, my nigga. Like every team that's
I
made it to
need.
the Super Bowl, they got a little bit of luck with them, dog. Like that's the name of the game.
That's true.
It's it's a whole season for you. You got. Here's the thing: you have to do this to get to a Super Bowl, let alone to win it. You have to have good health,
Yep.
a good fucking schedule. You feel me? Then a couple breaks break your way. You feel me? Like a team that wasn't supposed to lose here. A team that's, you know what I'm saying? All that shit gotta happen.
Mm,
And then a little bit of luck, my nigga. Every team
mhm.
that got to the Super Bowl had all those ingredients, boy.
Yeah.
That's why that shit's so hard to win, my nigga. It's
You
hard,
already.
boy. Like look at the Bills. Look how much shit the Bills, they went to 4 straight Super Bowls and couldn't get one, my nigga,
Look at
because of
them
a
now.
fluke
Josh
play,
Allen.
That's murder
a
in
play here, a
football.
play that, and they can't even sniff a Super Bowl now. That
Yep.
shit hard, my nigga.
It sure is.
I'm good for, like, I was a kid when we I'm telling you, for I remember we were eating barbecue, nigga. I was in elementary school when we went our last one. I ain't waiting until my daughter in high school for me to be like, oh, they're gonna
Don't
win.
even
No,
go
fuck all
born
that,
yet.
bro. Yeah, I am not doing that no more. Fool. I'm
I don't
watching this
blame you,
shit for
bro.
pure.
Look,
It's pure entertainment now. For like, fuck all this.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard for San Francisco too
Mm.
because to
But
me,
Nah,
San
bro.
Fran's in a good position
Here's
though.
the
They in a
problem.
good
That's what
position.
I'm saying. They're a good team. Fool. Like they're a young, good team.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's paid up. Brock Purdy's only in his second year. He's only gonna get better. So
And he on a rookie
my thing
deal.
is, you feel
Mm-hmm.
the
me?
NFC
So
is getting tough.
they're gonna put some niggas around him. I'm already hearing they saying Bosa gonna play with his brother. They said Bosa's gonna get his brother to come to San Francisco. So imagine that you got both Bosa brothers, my
So
nigga.
y'all gonna get
So
rid of Chase?
I don't know what's gonna happen with Chase because he balled the fuck out. It wasn't his fault this Super Bowl. I can't even lie. Chase balled.
Hey, he
I
got
like
a
the
sack.
Bills.
Yeah, he got
Yes,
a
sir.
sack.
He likes the Bills. And I just say this. That NFC is getting better, and that NFC,
Yeah, that AFC. Yeah.
the NFC is getting wide open. The AFC, as long as that
All
man
right,
can walk and throw that football in the AFC,
cuz let me tell you something. They played like shit, nigga. Kansas City played like shit, my nigga. Like real shit, real talk,
Yeah.
fool. They scored
Yeah, they
19
did
points.
in the first half for
Real,
sure.
think about it, bro. They scored 19 points, and the only reason they got a touchdown was because this motherfucker, um, damn. Remember the play right before the touchdown
yeah.
to
He
Valdez
must have
Scantling?
punt
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like, look at these shits. Look at these fucking plays. So you got Greenlaw, you got the muff punt, and then you got the missed extra
Mm-hmm.
point. Shit
Yeah,
happens in
that muff
threes,
punt
my
was
nigga.
crazy, bro. That muff
I
punt was
brought them
crazy.
Bro,
Or
back
like
from
I don't even like it hit the dude's ankle. Like yeah,
Yeah, off the ankle
fool,
and
look at
then
this
cut
and
out
shit,
of
then
my
he
his
went
nigga.
for
line.
it. Yeah.
Bro, all right. Let me go back to my original point. The nigga threw for 333 yards. He
Mm-hmm.
won his third Super Bowl. He played in
Mm-hmm.
the stadium's address is 333 Al Davis Way. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
we had 3 mistakes that cost us his game. Greenlaw,
Mm.
the missed field goal, and the fucking muff punt. Come on, man. This shit is crazy, fool. I can't watch this game no more. Like I really can't, fool. Cause for me, like if the numbers didn't add up like they do, I'm telling you, bro. I believe in numerology, bro. I study that shit. And when I saw that shit, I said, "There's no fucking way." I couldn't believe it, bro. I had to check it again,
Yeah,
bro. Numer.
yeah, before I got on here, someone on Twitter said that shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then you brought it up
Bro,
again. So, yeah.
bro, that's too many coincidences, fool. Now they be like, death happens in threes. Bad shit happens in threes too, fool.
Mm.
Think about it. Every time there's a celebrity that died, it's 2 more that follows. Man, fuck, man. Yo, I'm good. I just got a detox. I'm be That's comp. Yeah, all right. It's gonna be
I know this shit
It's
gonna
off
hurt.
season now. You can relax.
Wow.
That's all you
My,
gotta do.
my
Nah,
bitch
bro,
gonna hurt right now, man.
We both mad at
I'm
our
deep.
own teams right now, right? So
Bro,
I mean,
this is
we
I'm
both
one.
deep.
Hey, I feel you, shit.
I'm
you gonna be
detoxing, bro. Good. Good thing for me. Like I do my cardio, so it ain't gonna be that bad. But instead of smoking, nigga, I'm gonna go to the gym, dad. Fuck that. I'm gonna get swole on y'all niggas.
What's up?
I'm gonna get swole.
Yeah. Get swole. Go ahead, get swole on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna get swole. Fuck that shit, man. Save me some money.
My dog gonna be cock diesel in this bitch. Stop playing with it.
That's it, bro. Like, for you don't know. In a way, I prepare my mind for a loss, so I don't go crazy. But for me to see the shit I saw tonight, my nigga, I would have rather they blowed us out, my nigga. Real shit. That would have been more like that.
You'd have been
They
pissed
just
off.
better.
A blowout.
If they blew us out for, think about it. If they blow us out for, we know they better. But to lose how we lost because of those 3 plays, my nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, I felt like y'all was gonna make them pay for not them going. If they, I thought y'all was gonna make them pay where they didn't try at least again to try to score in them 6 seconds and the timeout at the end.
Bro,
I was like, man, because if y'all would have, did your thing on that pass where Chris Jones got through and then he,
bro, Debo overthrew Debo, my nigga. And then on top of that, full Pat Mahomes don't throw interceptions. He threw one tonight. They don't fumble. They fumble tonight, and we ain't do shit with it. Man, fuck
y'all
that.
fumbled too. I
We
was
lost.
surprised McCaffrey fumble. I'm like, damn.
McCaffrey fumble, but then we fumbled him back. So that's scratch, bro. Like we back even. But then we got a pick. Purdy ain't throw no pick, and we still lost. Yo, Pat Mahomes played the worst game.
If that linebacker would have made that play on that ball, boy, that would have been over with.
I feel you, but he didn't. So when you look at the stat line, it's gonna show Purdy no interceptions.
0.
Your boy interception, and he still won.
I'll go a step further. I think one of the big problems tonight was for Brock Purdy. They put pressure on him, but more importantly, they kept slapping his passes down on 3rd down.
Not really. Nah, not this game. I don't know what game you were watching.
Hey,
they didn't get no balls
down a few times, bro.
No, they didn't, bro. I watched I watched every snap. That was what I was watching for. They ain't snack it at the line. Nah.
Okay.
He threw one away. He got sacked. That's the only negative plays he had this game, fool. He didn't have no batted balls. He got sacked once. He got ran down by Gay once. What else? He overthrew Debo.
When you see the game again, if you decide to watch it, you're going to say what you said to me the other night when you rewatched that Super Bowl, when you said, yeah, Mace, you was right. That was a horrible offensive pass interference call.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was so into it. I missed that one.
You were so into it because he didn't make no mistakes out there. That's why. Purdy played
I was surprised McCaffrey fumbled that opening drive. That was a touchdown.
Yeah, no. I'm surprised that McCaffrey didn't, I thought McCaffrey, I'll be real, I told you this Friday night, I thought the 49ers were going to blow him, bro.
I told you it wasn't. Didn't I say that? Yeah. I said I ain't never been more nervous. Bro, I knew it wasn't going to be no blowout, my nigga. McCaffrey, bro, they shut this nigga down, dog. They shut him down. Bro, I played the game. I simulate Madden.
Yeah, Madden.
Every time I played a nigga with the Chiefs, bro, I ran the fucking rock, nigga. I ran that bitch down their throat. I think I threw 8 passes. Cause, bro, they could not once I wore that fucking D line down, I just kept giving it to my running backs, bro. And then every now and then when they creep up, they put 8 in the box. Nigga, I hit them with Kittles. My nigga, I'm thinking that's what they gonna do, man. They ran McCaffrey sometimes. Run the shit out of McCaffrey, bro. You got no tomorrow. You got all off season to heal up. Run the shit
What's
out
up,
of him.
Buffalo Dan? Yeah, you're right. What you just said. Yeah, you got all off season to heal up, bro.
Bro, I would, bro.
So,
You leave it on the
I got a question
for
for
that
you
ring.
after you know.
For that ring, you leave it all out there, man.
You ain't
You got
lying.
all off season. You got all off season to wear a cast with that ring on.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay, now that the game is over and stuff, what moves do you see yourselves making in the offseason?
Dolphins or the 49ers?
We can do both. Let's start with 49ers.
If I was them, if I can't get Bosa, you re-sign Chase. Because you haven't had another nigga on the other side of Bosa since his rookie year when you had D Ford. So you re-sign Chase. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you go get a fucking safety and try to get Jair Alexander from Green Bay. If you could go get a number one fucking corner like him, bro, now the defense has no weakness because all year I knew our secondary was a weakness of our team. It didn't get exposed this game because Kansas City pass catches are trash besides Kelsey. But another team like the Bengals or some shit, they gonna keep eating us up, man. We need a top flight number one corner, my nigga. Fucking Ramsey, Jair, one of those type of motherfuckers. We haven't had, bro. Tell me the last time since Deion Sanders you heard of a number one corner in San Francisco.
Nope.
Even when Richard Sherman was there, he was at the end of his career.
Yeah.
Facts. I expect for the 49ers just gonna be rough, man. Because again, and you was leading the charge, I test. You know this. You waited 4 years to get them back. And sadly, again, this is one of these games that you have to tip your cap to the defenses, bro. They both played well.
Bro, I just told you 3 mistakes we made to cost us the game. But I'll give you that. But now let's go into next season. Here's what I foresee. Bro, Kelsey ain't that nigga like that no more for. You saw it in this game. That nigga wasn't.
I know, but tough.
Okay. No. But no, I'm looking into the future.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're probably going to get a receiver at this point.
Okay, cool. They get a receiver, but you're gonna
like a first round.
He's gonna lose his security blanket in Kelsey. The nigga he's trusted his entire career. Remember, he came in, he inherited Kelsey. He's never played without him.
Yeah.
He lost Tyreek, and if he loses Kelsey, all that GOAT shit, I don't believe it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll try to keep him like one elite piece.
Yeah, they'll definitely try more hard.
At least one, but other than that, they'll splurge on one piece. But other than that, they're not, splurging on the skill positions.
This shit over with, man. Kelsey out of here, and then you remember your boy was holding out for more money. Chris Jones. Those are the linchpins of this team. You lose either of them.
I think he did
that whole fucking team.
But now he won the Super Bowl, so who knows?
Bro, they gonna start looking at age and all that shit. And his number, he gonna ask for a big ass number because he know this is last go round.
Are you talking about Kelsey or Jones?
Jones. I think Kelsey. I think if Kelsey doesn't retire this year, he's gonna retire next year. But even if he comes back next year, he's gonna be a shell of himself. He's not gonna be Travis Kelsey I used to.
I mean, he could probably get like a 16 or 18 mil contract for a couple of years on his way out. So
you talking about Kelsey?
That's something. But just based off of how he's performed, how it integral. So what?
Why would you pay that for a declining
just
Okay,
because of what
the
he's
con-
meant to the franchise. You know,
but
he's
that
still
hampers you.
kind of playing at an elite level.
But that hampers you moving forward.
It
Because
does, but I mean, I just think they might think it leaves the right message to the rest of their players and things like that.
okay, so
Yeah,
you're sacrificing a successful season for team morale.
I mean, I don't think that he performed up to that contract, but I still think he'd be well above average for tight ends in the NFL
yeah, and I
next
think
year, the year after.
like I agree on the Jones point because I think Kansas City might let him leave because think about it, it's a lot of talent in this draft for defensive tackles, so they'll probably let him leave. Or I heard they was playing around with Mahomes' money as well too. So hey, we'll probably have to wait and see what
The only nigga safe
transpires.
on that team is Mahomes, and that contract
Yeah.
made it so. So they're gonna
Mhm.
always be able to finagle that contract. That contract only symbol to Mahomes. You here for life. Everybody else
Yeah,
is expendable.
Yeah.
Look at Tyreek. So
Uh,
once they got rid of
yeah, for
Tyreek,
sure. There's no way.
Chris
I think,
Jones,
like I said, they'll pay like one skill position player max money, but other than that, they're like scraps at that position because they don't need anything higher than the bare minimum. Really, I think they'll try to give him a little help, but like not much more
Willie
than what we've
Hush.
seen just based off this model. He's won 2
now
Super
here,
Bowls without like a elite or even like average receiving core.
now only thing that for me that'll help them is if
I
they
hit a
Hold on,
target
I can't hear
somebody
you.
like
Hear that?
who you can't hear?
somebody
I could hear
some
you.
No,
I
no,
can
it's
hear.
a playback.
Yeah.
no
I
somebody
don't hear
somebody
it
got a
like video
playback
game.
playing.
No way, I got it.
Yeah, I hear
Yo, what
you
are you
talking.
saying?
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
It's like an
the only
echo.
thing that'll help them into what you saying is if they get somebody like a Mike Evans, or I think I told this to somebody the other day. I think they might target Stephon Diggs if he leaves Buffalo. If you can get either of those
I
two
don't think he
receivers,
gonna leave though. Y'all think he gonna
bro,
leave?
He might.
he
He
don't
could.
he don't fuck with Josh Allen, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he don't fuck with Josh Allen, bro.
Well, shit, he
Now,
make it seem like he fucking
with the
that nigga though.
Chiefs, you think the Chiefs front office will go after an elite wide receiver when they've won
Hell
with like
yes.
bottom 5? They won with bottom 5 receiving cores the past 2 years.
Hell yes, they
But
are.
it's
They
some
But I,
in the draft. It'll be a late round
Right, that's
pick.
what I'm saying. I'm
Like
I'm
one of
thinking
those
more
good
like the
wide
draft where
receivers.
they can get like a better value on that type of talent.
Yeah.
the
people.
But
the
like
reason
I
they
for
have
sure think that they're gonna retool and revamp that room.
Like they
the
can get
reason they
like a
have to do it.
Keon Coleman or something like that from FSU
Oh,
or one of them
okay,
late
but
round.
here's the problem. If you add another rookie to that room, you're basically have first and second year receivers minus a Miko Hardman. You feel what I'm saying? So your room is
And
still
then
young, and then
what
you're
year is
losing
Sky
to
Moore in
Travis
at this
Kelce.
point?
He's
Not even
Sky Moore.
relevant.
He's in
He
his
didn't even
third. Yeah,
he didn't
I
even
think he
play,
had a couple.
bro.
He had a couple
He
catches
on
today, but
year
he's
two,
mostly
year three.
not that good. Yeah,
Yeah, he on
but I
year
He
mean,
played.
year three.
yeah, he
here's
played.
He better.
here's the difference, though. Okay,
And Scott Moore was supposed to be the dog too. So
apart
Yeah,
from Mahomes, if you get competent people to catch the ball, he's going to be just fine. But
right.
I do see the Chiefs going out getting somebody who's a veteran to take pressure off him.
yeah,
Mm.
like what they
I'm
gonna
Yeah,
telling
but
do
I'm
like a
saying
Mike
that
like a
veteran
Mike
veteran
Evans
doesn't
type
have to
shit
be
in free
right. Like they
agency,
could
like
probably
a
go for
Mike
like
Evans.
Hunter
That'd be crazy.
Winfro as a veteran juxtaposed to like a $20 million receiver, right? Like spend like a third or fourth on like a Hunter Winfro who will be that security
I
blanket,
got news for you
and then
guys.
retool for the draft.
Now that Mahomes got 3 rings, a guy like
Mhm.
Mike Evans will take less to go play with Mahomes.
Yeah,
Less meaning what though? Because I feel like you can get like pretty good values out of like like a mid-round draft pick at receiver.
that
You know,
but
too.
your
This draft, yeah, this draft for receivers is good.
Then I don't
no,
think
but
do
the
that.
the problem is I get the draft and everything like y'all saying, but your room is still young. The only reason it worked
Yeah,
this time in the
it's
last
because
2
Kelsey.
years is because Kelsey, he's the linchpin.
Yeah.
But
So
like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying is for like a bet. Go ahead, my bad.
mm.
his play is declining. So if you add a
Right.
rookie to that room, you kind of got worse. You have to add a veteran, a high-end veteran like a Evans or a Diggs. Other than that, it doesn't work, bro.
I'll trade for my good buddy and your good buddy,
Cool.
Devontae Adams.
Oh
Nah,
yeah,
fuck that.
Uh,
If he go there, I'm not watching
Yeah.
football.
yeah. I wouldn't. I was thinking more Winfro from the Las
Raiders.
Vegas team, but yeah, that
I
would
feel
work
like Kevin
too.
in Kansas City. I can see that.
Renfro is not a high-end number one receiver.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying like a security blanket. Somebody who's like
But what-
reliable. He's got a low drop rate, things like that.
Hey, bottom line, and I said this to my mother about an hour ago. Bottom line,
Fuck the
2
Chiefs.
years
That's the
in a row
bottom
now.
line.
No, 2 years in a row he did with no receivers.
Great conversation.
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
conversation.
that's crazy.
2
But in
years
terms
in
of
a
the
row.
49ers, I mean, this is kind of the window, right? So you really can't do
No,
too
it
much
is
more in terms of
devastating.
improving, at least offensively, and you just want to retain, and then just like marginal improvements, like you said, on defense. But
This is devastating.
as long as Purdy's on that rookie deal, like, because you're probably going to have to pay him, 45, 50 mil a year. So you just gotta,
Trust me, I trust
no.
me tell you this. They're not thinking about anything like that right now. They're
Nah,
thinking
bro.
about
He proves it next year.
Yes, again.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, by his 5th-year option, like, that's probably going to be the market around him.
Bro.
Because he
It's
damn
cool.
near
The
was
only
like,
thing-
go ahead.
Yeah, the
Right,
only
huh?
thing give me solace. The only thing give me solace. I don't think they making it to the bowl anymore. That's the only thing. Other than that, fuck the Chiefs, man. I'm out, man.
Mm. But yeah, I mean,
I love you, man.
I hear the conspiracies and stuff like that. Like, yeah, in terms of not having investment, like in the game that much. Like, I'm from Ohio, so none of my teams have ever been good, like in the NFL context. So, I really just take it as entertainment. But yeah, that's crazy for him to do what he did. Right, the Browns, they're kind of, they're getting there. But like at this point, I've just been raised to where like I really just don't have any expectations for that team. But with the Chiefs and everything like that, yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I would never, just like based off this model, and unless there's like like some major improvements around the other teams in their subdivision and conference, there's no reason to splurge or have any relatively expensive receivers, right?
No, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I know what you're coming
right.
from.
And then you kind of just you sort of just kind of remake the team around kind of like what Brady had, in the sense that you just kind of relied on your defense. That's where a lot of your resources go, because Mahomes' ability and everything like that to extend plays, evade pressure, rise the production of really bad receivers. There's no reason to splurge too much in that regard. So
they got cap space too. The Chiefs got cap space.
Right. So I'm thinking like I personally try to go with a couple guys in the draft. I'd be cool with like a younger, higher upside wide receiver room, because look what he's done. He's just had a bad receiver room. You know what I'm saying? The past it was a bottom 5 receiver room. It wasn't like a shining star. Like, it was just bad, right? So I think that young and experience with upside is better than what they've had, and I think that they can, compete at the same level.
So basically, what you're saying is they should do a Green Bay with the dip of Jordan Love. Know what you're saying?
I'm not too familiar with Green Bay in that room, honestly. I know they had that Christian Watson.
They got a bunch of 6th, 7th rounders. And they all played, and they all balled out this year. Ask the Cowboys.
I know one of them was he was Rodgers' favorite target last year. I think he's like 6'4", pretty fast. I think his name's Christian Watson.
Yeah.
So he was kind of proving going into this year.
He was hurt most of the year, man. He did it with nobodies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He did it with nobody. Raven, that wasn't a shot at you, fam. So don't worry about it. I think Mahomes I mean, what can you say, man? I mean,
Yeah, I
goddamn.
mean, if we're just trying to, if we're coming from the opinion that this isn't rigged and things like that, like
No, I
yeah,
don't
you
think it
can't
was
really.
rigged, but I
Nah, I'm
just
just
want
saying,
to
like,
see.
if we're just operating from that premise, right? Because I mean, if you want to go to numerology and things like that, like shit, you might have a point. I don't know. I don't try to look at it that deep,
Well,
but
Numerology.
I just think that I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna be honest here. Purdy didn't get him in the end zone. Mahomes did.
hmm
Plain
yeah,
and
I
simple.
think that things really change with that. Like, that I don't even know if that's technically like a muff. I've never seen that before, where it hits the guy's ankle and then the other guy tries to go for it. Like, but yeah, that
And
was a really bad break, and then he got that touchdown immediately. And then from there, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of lost the cushion they built up, right? So,
I
Yeah.
you
touch
had
it.
And
that
then
pick.
that block field goal attempt. I mean, not field
Yeah.
goal, extra point.
I touch again. I don't know what to tell him, bro. I just know that it's gonna be rough for San Francisco, man.
Sure, ain't not really much you can tell them, man. They just
And
made
then
a bad break.
I heard y'all talking about bringing Bosa to the
He was,
49ers.
yeah, bring
Who?
his
Yeah,
brother
I
over
texted
there.
something about that.
Yeah, so I mean, they wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to get rid of Chase based off it because Bosa can play inside. He can play like a three tech. But
Mm-hmm.
so like theoretically
I was
they
just
could
talking
all
about
fit
like
next.
money wise.
No, yeah, for
But
sure.
they
With money like that's a whole different issue because I remember at the time Bosa signed his contract, it was the highest in like history for a DN or
Yeah,
for a D
2 years ago.
lineman.
Yeah, 2 years
Right.
ago. He
And
did
now
this.
I don't know if Nick signed one yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah, I
then
believe
you
Uh,
he
probably
did.
got to pay Chase. So yeah, there's
mhm.
no, you know what I'm saying? And then Nick has how many years left? Like maybe two or three?
Yeah, three. Yeah, three more.
Okay. So I
By the
mean,
way, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna say something.
no, go ahead. I kind of go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, but Cam Newton's having a field day right now.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that.
About Brock
Uh,
Purdy, he's having a field day right now with that.
yeah,
Oh, with the game manager
he's like,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's just a game manager. They were like, do you trust Brock Purdy? He's like, I trust Christian McCaffrey. I trust Debo
that's right.
Samuel. And he's bitter, bro. And I mean,
Brock played a good
yeah,
game tonight, but again, he
you
couldn't get
gotta
it done in overtime. And
beat
Mahomes did.
Mahomes.
Plain and
Yeah,
simple.
them boys didn't get in the end zone except for that one time to
That's it.
McCaffrey.
That's it.
Mm. And then
That's
a
the
lot of
ball game right there.
his skill players kept going down like in the middle of the game. I remember Debo went out for a big stretch, and then Kittle was out for like most of that overtime. And I
And,
remember that one holding call they got in
yeah,
overtime, and I don't
and
think that they
Kittle,
got the first down
and
that
they
drive
held, and they held
was
And what's
Kittle
so
because
to
that
crazy?
7.
backup TE was in.
And
They
what's so
held
Go
him
crazy?
ahead.
to 7.
He even throw that touchdown to McCaffrey. The wide receiver did. So he
Yep.
Yeah.
ain't really
Oh
throwing
yeah,
that
that wide
touchdown.
receiver. I've never heard of that receiver. He bought out though
Yeah,
because he
Jordan
caught a
Davis. Yeah,
touchdown
yeah,
too.
yeah,
That bastard beat
yeah,
me three
yeah,
weeks ago with Green Bay.
Mm. But yeah, man,
He's a
I
good
thought
player,
yeah.
like
man.
because
Well, he only played 1 year,
I was paying a
Mm-hmm.
but
little
he did start a
closer
good.
attention to the NFL than I normally did this year. Just because I was in like this sports betting league, but the
There you
Chiefs were
go.
playing like shit all the way through, and then there was a lot of hype around Lamar, and I was really hoping my dog would win. But I mean, like when you look like contextually now, like
Mm-hmm.
at this generation, it's like he doesn't have a peer at this point.
He ain't
Mahomes,
lying.
right? It's like a
Yeah.
bunch of like Steph Curry versus like Dame Lillard comparisons, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that
A
kind
lot of
of
people thought it was rooting
that
for
kind of
Lamar.
sucks. Yeah, Lamar
You ain't gonna get
Stroud.
an argument with me.
I was really hoping Stroud was gonna win. I was hoping he beat Lamar, but yeah, that he used up
Yeah.
Stroud
all
is
his
better
playoff
than
juice
that, man.
against. So what?
Stroud's gonna be an awesome,
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome
So
he's
yeah,
pocket
I
gonna.
passer.
remember. I remember back at Ohio State, like we all knew he was talented. We obviously knew he was like pretty athletic, but he had like no heart at Ohio State. You
He
know what I'm
said
saying? Like
He said the light bulb went on against Georgia in the bowl game.
And you could tell because he never ran like in any pivotal game, like in the regular
Mm-hmm.
season at Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
He never did what it took, like everything that it took to beat Michigan. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like he was obviously like arguably the most talented quarterback we've seen at Ohio State in the past like 10, 12 years. But you could tell like with like a Dwayne Haskins, like with the
Mm-hmm.
JC Barrett, they were gonna die before they lost, and you never felt that with CJ. But the NFL, like obviously that's the difference in the urgency here, and he's playing like Georgia every night. And we all knew he had it. He just, he was, making business decisions in college before NIL.
Yeah, man. Hey, forget all that. It's been a while, man. How are you feeling?
Yeah, man, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm just glad you're okay, man. I like to
Yeah,
always give you shout outs, bro. So seriously, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to hear from you. And you come by every Wednesday, Friday nights. I do NBA up here, bro. So don't be a stranger.
yeah, I'll try to pop up here and there for
Hell
sure.
yeah, cause hell yeah,
Yeah,
cause you see the ring that I'm displaying over here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we
my
definitely talk
brother
about
here, my young
D-ball.
my young brother here is the biggest LeBron fan in the world.
I'm not. Come on now. I mean,
Yes, you
I
are,
think
bro.
I'm objective. I'd say I'm
Bro,
objective.
3 years
Oh
ago,
man,
2 o'clock in the
you probably
morning,
putting
I was
LeBron
done with
over
this
Jordan.
show.
Oh
No,
man,
hold on.
he one of
Two
those.
o'clock in the morning,
This
brother.
is
Here's
a this
this
is an
thing.
NFL stream.
No, 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 don't worry about it. 3 years ago, I finished my show, and this young man came up here and ripped me and A-Ho about how I criticized LeBron, bro. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
times change.
No, you know I
People
always love you,
mature.
man. You know that.
Yeah,
You know I
yeah, I
always love you,
appreciate
man. Hey, how did you feel? I was thinking about you this night when he broke Kareem's record. I know you loved every minute of it.
you. Nah, I mean, we all knew it was gonna happen. I don't think it changes much in terms
No, no,
of
no, no.
that like little cyclical debate of like who's better. You know,
No, no,
that
no.
that route in
He's fine.
terms of like the LeBron argument for being the best is accumulation stats. Longevity, consistency versus peak for Jordan, and I mean, you know. It
Well,
seems kind of like generational in terms of who thinks who's the best, and I've
I
kind of
don't
laid
hate
off
LeBron.
that in
I
the
don't
since
hate
I've been up here a
LeBron.
lot.
I don't hate LeBron. I can't stand Jordan. There you go. Real talk. I'll
Yeah,
never wear any of anything he makes, bro. Jordan, bro. I can't stand
yeah,
that about me, bro.
for sure.
So LeBron, he's not my generation, but I can understand why guys like you, Iman Perry, why you young guys love him. And for what it's worth, like I said, give him his due. I mean, I had fun with him up here, but in reality, you know the numbers I told you about him. They can't say shit about him to you, bro. I told you that.
No, and I mean, everybody has their opinions, and there's never going to be like a universal answer. So it's all
Right.
good, honestly. I honestly,
Hey, we're
I
good,
have
bro. You
not
know
been
that.
paying much attention to like basketball and stuff since
More
I
importantly,
grew up
more
and got busy.
more
So
importantly, two things. How's your career going?
it's going smooth.
Good, good. Did you take Dennis Sperling's advice and got your blue book and head out of the country for a little R&R?
Wait, passport? Yeah, I've been had a
Yeah.
passport.
But you
Yeah.
take Dennis Sperling's advice. I was in the room that night and you was asking questions.
Dennis Berlin.
There you go.
I'm not. I'm kind of lost. It's
and
been
how
a
and how
minute
and
since I've
how
been up here.
and how's your health, man?
Yeah, everything's going pretty smooth. You?
Good, man. Yeah, well, I'm glad, bro.
Yeah.
You're a
You
fine
doing
young
all right?
man, and I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been through some rough stuff, but now I'm, basically completely healthy again for the first time in 15 years. So I can't complain, knock on wood.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah, man. You know, I appreciate you, bro. You know that.
Yeah.
And you better be by here Wednesday, Friday nights to chill all night and talk NBA up here, bro.
Yeah. But I'll see it. Yeah, I'll try to.
You like
When you get the
you like the Cavs?
I know you like to be in other places. So when you get
Hold on, man. So I gotta ask the man a question. What NBA team you like, Micah, sir?
So honestly, like what I've tried to do for like the past like 5-6 years is I've tried to like predict the young team and the young core that I like the most, and then kind of like follow them until they reach where I thought they reached, and then switch. If not that, then I just follow the Cavs or LeBron. So the last team that I kind of, like envisioned that they, reached the top, the pinnacle of the NBA was the Nuggets. Because I
That's
like
right, you
Jokic.
did. There you go,
Yeah.
John. You did. You two talked about it a couple of years ago. Yeah, you did.
What?
And then I thought the Thunder would be the next team. So those are the two teams I'm kind of, or the Thunder more so now. That's the team that I'm really keeping my eye out on.
What y'all said, Mace? I didn't hear what
3
you
years
said, bro.
ago, he told me about the Nuggets up here. He did.
What did he say?
NBA
What did he
they're gonna
say?
be the next great team. He did.
I ain't here, so I need to hear what he said.
He did, honestly. And I said to him, "You sure?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." And then I told you the year later, and the next year they won the title. April
Yeah,
2002. What did I tell you?
I was mentioning that was our year. Shit, we had everybody coming back too.
Yo, here's the question I got for both of you. Where's
What's up?
305 at? 305, get your ass back up here. Why the hell Jamal Murray hasn't made an All-Star team yet?
It's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent out here right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think at spots he can play as good as any of these young guards in the league, or arguably any guard in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to those pivotal moments, like late game and like crucial playoff situations. But in terms of like sustained production, right, or being like the face of a franchise or a city, he doesn't do that in the same way that like a Fox does, or any of the other young guards. You got an Ant in Minnesota. I don't know if the production and or star power is there.
I agree with that.
That's all right. Coming from another side, all right. That's kind of hard because you got the GOAT Jokic in Denver, man. It's like they pretty much they came in together. They literally it's the Karl Malone and
John
what's his
Stockton.
name? John Stockton.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like with John Stockton, right? But I mean, with John Stockton consistently make the All-Star game, if you had like 5 other Gary Paytons in his era, probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like, who should he make it consistently over? Right? You got 5 guard slots. He's never making it over Steph. And at this point, the sky's the limit for him. Shea, same for Shea. I'm really high on Shea.
I am
got
too, bro.
Luka.
I'm on fantasy team. I watch him every night, bro. That
Luka.
motherfucker's no joke.
He's that guy. Who else is on it?
Doncic.
This guy is I feel like
Yeah. You got Doncic Doncic, and then there's Fox there. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at Fox,
that's on the West, right? That's on the West team.
Yeah, that's all West.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then when you look at a guy, I don't see how he could ever eclipse Fox, just because Fox is averaging 30. Fox always seems to, show up when when there's eyes on him, and then he is that guy with his franchise. You know what I'm saying? So I think that those 4, like that 4 that I said before, those are like definitively a tier above Jamal Murray.
I'll throw in one more you haven't said yet.
Go ahead.
Booker. Makes it
up. Man, he cooked Booker.
He does.
I mean, like none of that. Like what he did last year in the playoffs.
Sean, I'm defending you, bro. Murray should be
No,
on
no,
the
no. I know
roster.
that. I'm just saying, like in general, because
Murray's
I
nice,
think,
man.
And then like I agree.
yeah,
Like I said, I'm really high on Murray. I've been pretty high on Murray for a minute. But I mean, I just think that it's the optics of it, right? He's
mm,
always looked at like Jokic is the one that consistently performs, right? And then after that, it seems like there's a variance. Sometimes you have Michael Porter Jr. going off for like 20 and a quarter. You know what I'm saying? But nothing is
mm,
consistent, it seems, other than Jokic.
Yep. Facts.
There is not a consistent 25 scorer next to Jokic. They all collectively, they all put up their numbers and, their stats look good at the end of a season, but it's not like 25, 19, 22, 17, 23. You know what I'm saying? Or at
I
least it
know
does.
this. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I know this.
Go ahead.
Every time I watch the Nuggets, bro,
mm.
it's Jamal Murray. It's Jamal Murray coming through in the clutch for them in close games, bro.
I
And
agree.
that's not a
And I
knock on
think,
Jokic. It's just him because Jokic is so unselfish. He gonna look for Murray, and I saw it against Portland a year ago, bro. My man hit a three in Dame Lillard's face, bro, and I was like, man. And I told Sean, I said, man, I hate the man fucking Murray.
yeah.
Murray's a
But
hell of a
I think, Murray's a hell of a player for sure. We're just in the most talented like guard era that the league's ever seen at this point, and I think that he kind of just gets lost in the shuffle.
I agree with that. Hey,
Yeah,
let me ask
because
you
I
this.
think
And there's a lot
like if you
of
look throughout our playoff run last year, all the teams, he was one of the guys that was really like giving it to him, like especially like the Lakers series.
100% with the
Like,
Lakers.
come
Yeah,
on, bro. The man was
I was
doing
like, yeah, because what really sucked about that is y'all got like peak Murray, it seemed like every game, and then D'Lo was unplayable.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So you
yeah,
guys got the best of your second to third best player, and then our second to third best player, when he's playing at his best, couldn't even play because he couldn't stay on the court because of defense.
I told these Heat guys last year before the finals. I said, bro, how are you guys gonna match up with Gordon and Michael Porter Jr.? And they was making saying this guy. I said, man, you kidding me? By game 3, they got the message, bro. So fun.
And then what's so crazy? They was saying, oh, they don't figure out how to stop Jokic. The way you stop Jokic is you pray that you have a bad night, bro. That's literally how you stop him.
I mean,
You
you put big
have a
bodies
bad
on
night.
them. I mean, the best model will probably be, that 2020 Lakers model. They had 3 pretty, agile, mobile bigs that could stay on them.
Yeah,
And they obviously had
about-
good wing defenders. Go ahead. And I don't think any other team's been built like that since.
You're right.
Well, you can say about the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they do got
I wouldn't say Towns is like a mobile defender, a mobile or willing defender. Same with Gobert. I mean, he's a really good interior shot blocker, but as and this is on both sides of the court, as he leaves from outside of the paint in the painted area, the less effective he gets. So if you can get him out, on screens, you could probably switch the guard. You know what I'm saying? Isolate him there. He's a liability at that point.
Yeah, because I think because Ruby was giving Jokic some a little run for his money, but he still scored on him. Now the one that he was killing was Towns, and then I think they had.
Towns is not a defender, and Towns is probably he was like my favorite center for a couple years there, from like 17 to 19.
Who you like?
But yeah, he's not. He's got his flaws for sure.
Who you like in the West right now?
The Thunder. Thunder Nuggets.
Yeah, I like Thunder too. I like
Thunder Nuggets, and then I don't know.
I like the Wolves too.
That's so much. There's so much talent on that Suns team, but I just don't understand why they haven't been putting it all together. I haven't looked at that team too closely, but there's a lot of talent there.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, I like the Thunder and the Wolves. I think they 2 young teams that come.
I like the Wolves too.
I like Sacramento,
Wolves.
believe it or not, but I'm with you. I've been telling
Sacramento.
Sean this for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, they ain't no
They're
I
good.
like Oklahoma
those
City a
three.
lot. Oklahoma City go 13 deep, bro.
Right.
They are loaded.
Like I think this
Loaded
year,
and
like we
young
definitely.
too.
Like I think this year,
Extremely young.
as long as we stay healthy, all of our five, I think those teams, I ain't gonna lie, they'll give us a run for our money. But I think we'll probably
Because I
win
mean,
off experience. I think that's
right.
where kind
And
of
I
the edge
probably agree
over.
with that, but I really like Chet being on Jokic there,
Yeah,
just
that
because
is,
he can make him work on both sides. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And not a lot of people can do that.
A lot of people are sleeping on Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's legit, and they're
I
not
thought there
like
was
the
like
first team,
I thought I was
man.
looking at it was like a 4-way tie for first in the West like a couple of days ago,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, it
Denver
was. It was
does.
like 35, what,
like 16
35
or
and
something like that.
19, or yeah, 16
I
and
think
19, something
what's
Yeah.
like that.
I think
Yeah.
what's impressive about the Nuggets that I've seen, I saw them against Indiana 2 weeks ago in Indiana. It was one of the best. I did the game up here. Sean was at work. He didn't know that. And what showed me something about Denver I was impressed with, their young bench is coming on now. And to me, that is dangerous for the rest of the teams in the league. Because I
Yeah,
still believe,
watch out
yeah,
for Peyton Watson. My fault, Nick.
yes.
Go ahead.
I
Peyton
think the
Watson,
winner,
he coming
I
up.
think to further notice, whoever comes out of the West wins the NBA title.
Oh yeah, and it's been like that for a minute at this point.
Yeah, because wherever
Since
LeBron goes,
Toronto, when's it? And I don't even I low key put an asterisk next to that Toronto win just
I
because
can
all
see
the
that.
injuries.
I
But
can see that.
since then, and then you had LeBron in 2016. But
And
it really hasn't been other than LeBron. It really hasn't been much parity in terms of East West for
Giannis
like a
was
minute.
getting, yeah,
I don't,
Giannis
and then
getting.
I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I mean,
Now I give
for him to
Milwaukee.
like the best defender that they had against him was like Jay Crowder, and I mean
Yeah, I could
that's
see
cool
it.
and all. Like you can only beat who you face, but I mean, for people to start putting Giannis like in all-time conversations based off of beating Jay Crowder, who was his direct matchup, it's like
What it
I've
is,
never seen a player like ascend to like a different conversation
you know
when their
why?
direct matchup was so bad. Like if you think about like Jordan, like his first ring was against Magic,
The
albeit
old Magic.
there were some extenuating circumstances. When you
It's
think
true.
about LeBron, he beat 3 Hall of Famers,
Well, let me say this about.
three MVPs his first ring.
Let me
So
say this for Giannis. Why he said he already had the hardware. It's
the
like
rings
I
and
tell you
stuff,
play
yeah.
right now in another sport. It's like Lamar Jackson. He got the
Mm,
hardware now, but he
I
hasn't
feel
been
that.
to the Super Bowl. When he gets
And
to the
then
Super
I
Bowl
think
and
that
he
the
wins,
biggest issue for me
yeah,
with like a Lamar or a
yeah,
Giannis is
yeah,
that Giannis has already won his ring and Lamar hasn't, but it seems like he
it's
won
similar.
his ring with he won his ring without addressing his biggest weakness, and it's still there, and he hasn't been able to reinvent or overcome that weakness since.
I would agree, but
Right?
I got
He
a
still
question
can't
for you
fucking
on.
shoot. You know what I'm saying? And if you built a wall around him, if you had the personnel, like 3 to 4, 6, 8, 6, 7 to 6'10" guys who are kind of mobile, you're beating Giannis, right? At
mhm,
least how they were currently constructed before Dame,
mhm.
right? So I don't
I
like
got a question for
that he
you.
is sent. Go
After you
ahead.
done.
Yeah, he has a question for
No,
you.
no, after you done, I got a question for you.
No, yeah, go ahead, man.
No, no, I was just gonna ask y'all, thoughts on the Embiid situation. That's pretty much it.
Mm,
Yeah, he's out.
yeah, yeah, wait, he like tore his meniscus or some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I believe so. But they were saying he might be able to come back though. I don't know.
I don't know
That's
about
what they were
Yeah,
Embiid,
saying.
he
but
was
he
on a
definitely,
tear before,
yeah,
Yeah.
but
and I feel like a lot of that, like, Embiid got a lot of hate just because he was Jokic's direct competition, and I feel like whatever black guy who was like right in direct competition with Jokic, he was going to get that fucking vitriol from, all these white guys who haven't had like a fucking MVP candidate to rally around since like Larry Bird.
I gotta give you a lot of pushback on this. So
Okay, I mean, and you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
I understand where you're coming from, but hold up though. Jokic already won 2 MVPs. And the year Giannis got his chip, he won the MVP. And remember,
Yeah.
the
What's
2
your point? What's your
MVPs
point? What's your point in regards to what I just said?
My point is the man was playing without his 2 best wingmen. Murray was out for a year and a half. And
then
the
Michael Porter
second
was
year,
out too.
Michael Porter
He
Jr.
carried
was
this
out
team
for the
as well.
entire year, bro. He had to carry that franchise.
I understand that, and I don't think that he was undeserving of the MVP that year that you're talking about. I'm just saying, it seems like a lot of this hate, a lot of, like overemphasizing Embiid's flaws comes from the fact that he is Jokic's direct competitor for this generation.
Okay, and here's my question.
You know what I'm
to
saying?
You, yeah, and here's my question to you. Embiid went out in the second round again, as always, right?
Yeah, and then like I'm not trying to argue any. I'm not saying
we're not
any.
arguing,
I
we're
didn't make a
discussing.
comment on any comparison between them as a player. I'm just saying, just based off of him being his direct peer, I feel like there's a lot of like animosity that's kind of like veiled. I'm not going to say veiled racism, but it's like we want our guy to win, and it's like a big fuck you to the guy who's kind of in the way of that.
Well, I'll say this about Embiid. To me, and
Because I feel like black dudes are pretty like objective on it. Like you know what I'm saying? If Nikola Jokic is better for the most part, they'll just give it to him.
My problem with Embiid is number one, he's a crybaby. When he doesn't win the MVP, he bitches complain. And number two, and I do agree with a lot of people who do believe this, the MVP means more to Embiid than winning the NBA title.
Yeah, and I can't say that I disagree with that, but yeah, and he kind of has had the team to compete on a championship level, you'd say.
Like, just think about like all this help they just got this man, bro.
Yeah.
He got Woody here. They just signed Kyle Lowry. Like, how much help that boy
Kyle
needs.
Lowry, that doesn't mean anything.
I
I'm not
agree.
gonna lie. That
like
nigga's
a little
40.
backup, please.
I agree.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
that
but
is
I mean,
salary.
like in terms of surrounding Embiid with talent, now is not the year to highlight that.
I agree.
Especially like with Harden. Harden, he be playing like, you know what I'm saying, with his value when it comes to trade time. Because they got pennies on the dollar in terms of value, especially how Harden's playing now.
Yeah, I forgot
Everybody
about the
point.
Clippers. The Clippers look good too,
NBA
y'all.
fan.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
The
for
Clippers-
sure.
The Clippers, that's the team that
That
can really
yeah,
give us
for
a
sure.
lot of money. I just
Yeah, they're playing well, man.
Harden, I just thought about the Clippers. I'm like, oh shit, I don't forgot about the Clippers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you own the Clippers,
I don't know if they have a
Yeah.
direct match, so I think that's a series where Jokic he'll definitely earn his bones right there. I don't think Zubac
Against,
is holding them. You know what I'm saying? They've got the wings to match up with all the cutters and all that motion
Zubac,
that the Nuggets
right?
do.
Zubac
But I
on
mean, huh?
Zubac
Say that
plays
again?
right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he does. But I'm
Zubac-
saying, like, do you feel comfortable with that? Do you feel like that's not like an easy like 35, like 15 and 11 for Jokic like every game?
I think, bro, if Jokic was really like, but like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna score. I think he can fucking score, bro.
Because I'm not. Because my thing is like,
from over there,
yeah.
I just think he just naturally want to pass the ball and just.
My thing is like,
forget about me.
We saw what, and like ideally that'd be the case, but I mean, if you remember last year against the Suns, right? It was Booker and KD, right? He knew he had to score, so he was going out getting 50 like every other game in that series. And I think that they don't have an advantage on the wings or with the guards in that series, right? Jokic is that advantage, right?
Let me ask you this: can you know? We just said the winner of the West will win the NBA title. So if Denver comes out, they
I
definitely
don't I
win.
don't know if I totally agree with that.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I really like that pickup of Porzingis that the Celtics made. The Celtics are looking good. They're
Yeah,
young,
the thing is always gonna hurt.
hungry. That's a good team.
I would love to play
I
them.
also like the Bucks.
I think that'd be a
You
great
do?
finals. Nuggets and
I do like the Bucks. They don't even know how to play with each other, and they're like second in the conference.
I think they only won 2 games with Doc so far. I think they're 2-5 with Doc Rivers. Like, you think that's gonna
yeah,
work?
that's a
Yeah,
bad record with Doc. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
it's not good with Doc, but I mean, I trust the talent. I trust the experience. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying, to get everything, like turned around there.
All right. So let
Personally,
me ask you this: Do you see the Knicks making a run?
um, it really depends on seeding. Like I
Okay.
don't like them against the Celtics or the Bucks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree with you about the Bucks.
when
They don't play
or
well.
the Heat, honestly,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
I'm not a New York fan, but I live here, so you know.
right,
Mm.
so if the seeding works itself out to where they could get like the Sixers first round, and then you know that's kind of it, just because they'll either face the Bucks or the Celtics that next round. Bucks, Celtics, Heat, or if they could ideally get the Heat that second round,
Yeah, like
they
last
could
year.
probably, yeah, they could probably, that gives them the best chance to make the conference finals. But I don't see them really beating, the Celtics or the
The Bucks.
Bucks under any
Okay.
circumstances, really, barring injury.
Yeah, I don't count Philly because of Embiid's injury. I think Philly's done.
They've
And
got too
two,
many. I think the Celtics, they've got too many, good defending, well-rounded guards that
but
can
you and
neutralize
NT,
run.
you
Yeah.
and NT with the Celtics, man.
Yeah, I think this year for us, I don't think we're gonna be in the number one seed. I think
Who
it's
are
gonna be
you?
somebody
What's
else.
your team?
No, I'm saying like I don't think Denver's gonna be in the number one seed
Oh,
this
yeah.
year. I think
I
it's
don't
gonna
think they
be
need it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a big deal.
Denver don't need it. They know
yeah,
how to win big now.
Mhm.
right. That it would
I
have been
told you
nice
that too.
if it
Remember, I
was.
told you that. I said I don't think they're gonna win the one, but they'll be all
Yeah, I
right
think
come
they
playoff
probably like
time.
number three, number four between
Yeah, no
those.
3. I give Denver 2 or 3.
If they can
I
get
think
two,
a
that'd be
team.
nice too. But
I think a team
I'm
like
between 3 and 4 with them.
Minnesota is gonna mean more to them, or the
Oh
Clippers,
yeah, 100%. They're young. They've
or the
never
Clippers.
really been in a position like this, so they're not
Yeah,
going to let their foot up off the
Clippers,
gas.
same thing. I think the Clippers will play all out. I
That
do.
I think that you know what I'm saying. These are older guys. There's a lot of tread on those tires, and they know that. These
Yeah,
are the load
The
management
Clippers,
kings of
yeah,
the NBA.
yes, they
the
are.
Clippers, yeah.
You got Harden, you got Kawhi. Like PG's kind of taking after Kawhi a little bit with that load management.
Of
I
course,
think
of
that
course.
I think they'll get to that. Like whatever, like if they think they're in contention for like All NBA, I think they'll play whatever threshold they need
Yeah,
to
and
get that extra money, but
I heard
not much more than that.
Kawhi is having a monster year.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah, the
this.
Warriors look good over there.
Yeah.
But I
Clippers,
think
hey,
Celtics, like I think Celtics and Nuggets will be a great finals though.
Hmm.
you know what they want
I
though,
think
right?
I have to. Who would
No,
you give that to, Mace?
Nuggets and Celtics?
Yeah,
I think
Nuggets.
that'd be Game 7, bro. I
yeah.
But
think
I will say
Game
this:
7.
the NBA wants Giannis versus Jokic or Embiid versus Jokic.
Mm.
That's what the
I
NBA.
hear that, but just like in this matchup, who would you? You know what I'm saying?
But
How do you
Boston,
think that would go?
well, Denver didn't they win in they the first team to win
Yeah,
in Boston this year?
Mm,
yeah,
They
we
came
maybe.
from
did.
behind and beat them in Boston. I just think the
Mm-hmm.
Nuggets know how to win. I think that's the difference.
Mm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
once you get to the mountaintop, it's going to be hard
Because I
to
feel
knock
like they've
them
been
off.
at that point. The Celtics have made the finals twice with this, Brown Tatum duo, right?
That will be true, yes.
Okay.
Celtics have been knocking on the door, man.
That's what I'm saying. So they've consistently been like at the top of their conference over the past 5 years relative to the
Yes, it's
Nuggets. So in terms
17.
of,
And they
huh?
lost to LeBron when they first had Kyrie.
I'm talking
That's
about
the,
the finals.
oh
So
yeah,
I know that.
they lost to Golden State. Yeah,
So that's been their one time.
yeah.
Okay, but either
Right.
way, I still think that they've competed like more regularly than that Nuggets team, right? Like the Nuggets did win last year, but I mean they're always conference finals. You know what I'm saying? Competitive semis, something like that, right?
Yeah, like in the
So
semis or finals. Yeah.
they've got that winning pedigree. Like they literally came in the league competing, right? That nucleus. So in terms of that, I think that that's kind of null. And then I think Drew Holiday has a ring, right?
He sure does.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
won with the Bucks
Yeah.
in 2021. Yes, he does.
So there's more than enough winning culture on the Celtics. So I'd like to just like look at matchups and things like that. And Al Horford's aging, but like when you think of like a prototype of a person like on Jokic defending Jokic, it'd definitely be like an Al Horford type. So I like that. Chris stopped in spots, and then it just depends on how much they can really like limit Jokic. And then I think, obviously they've got good wings, right? I think Drew Holiday, he's a good matchup. He can give anybody in the league problems from that 1 or 2 spot, but especially Murray. And then, you got White. I think that'd be a good series for sure. I'm not.
Yeah. And Jokic so smart, bro. When we played Celtics, Jokic made it was two people. Okay, he was beside. Well, he was in the middle. I think it was I think Jaylen Brown and somebody else. He made them jump like he made them like cause they were shooting a free throw, and he made them like jump like like they jumped off sides like 'cause you're not supposed to jump until
Where, yeah, I get what you're
after you
saying.
shoot the
He
shot.
like he like
And
pump fake the
then
free throw.
yeah, like he made them like go, and he just stood right there like he flinched like he was gonna go like when once the guy shot the free throw. He like he like in football they like to act like they're gonna blitz. So that's where he pretty much
Yeah,
did, and then he got like a call on them. And I just thought that was like very smart of him to do in that situation. It was a tight game too. So
yeah.
Jokic so smart,
He's
man.
for sure sage like, and I really don't like admitting that, right? Because
Mhm.
in a league full of
Like,
black players, the white one gets that like sage, like super high IQ title. But I mean,
yeah,
shit, he is, you know what I'm saying? Like you really can't deny it at this point.
Somebody's
yeah, that
outside.
now he's the only guy, he's the only white guy in the league that I defend like this. He's the only one. Other than that,
Yeah,
fuck on the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the only one that I ride with. Like, nah, you can't talk shit about him. Nah.
yeah.
What's
Other
Mine
that?
is
than that,
chat
Nikola Jokic?
personally.
Who,
yeah.
Jokic?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Jokic
that's his
is yeah,
guy.
yep, yeah, that's
Chat's
my
my
guy.
guy at the moment.
Like
Um,
You like
anything,
Holmgren that much, NBA fan?
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
good player. Yeah,
man,
Holmgren's good.
he got great defense, man. He was I ain't gonna lie, they was
what the
locking us
fuck is
down,
going
and that's a
on?
great young team.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know a white NBA player who I like because I don't discriminate. I respect the good guys, like the European guys who are good. I respect
mhm.
the hell out of
Yeah,
them.
and I was a big fan of marketing coming in the league too. I'm not
I like
gonna,
Martin.
you know
You
what
know
I'm
that.
saying? For sure. I'm not gonna like jump back on this bandwagon because he's doing good. But like with the
I
Bulls,
say,
like
what
he
did
was
I
like for
say?
sure a sniper. He was
You
a sniper back then.
you was in
But
here
I
three
mean,
years
I think he had
ago.
like, go ahead.
No, you was in here 3 years ago. What did I say that summer? The year the Bucks won. What did I say do if I was LA? I said you trade and Anthony Davis right now.
Oh yeah, y'all were always talking that shit.
Get his ass out of town. Bring
Yeah.
marketing in there. Marketing will spread the floor,
hmm
and LeBron don't have to
I
worry
don't
about
think
it.
that you can substantiate that 3 like you'd have to. I mean, marketing and a shit ton of picks back in like 2020. You
Damn,
know what
y'all
I'm
giving up
saying?
on AD already? Y'all giving up on
Nah, they
AD?
No, that
were.
was 3 years ago. That wasn't now.
Yeah.
3 years ago, I said that up here.
So I was talking with some people, and we were discussing the Lakers trying to get Murray. right? And then they're like, what? Like, why would they go and get Murray? Like, what, what would be the trade? Blah, 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 right? And then I
That's
proposed
crazy.
something. It was like, basically, it was like, Chris Maxey or Max Christie, their other rookie, Fishafino, and draft compensation for Murray. Or
What?
it was like, or hold up. I think it was like D'Lo. It was like D'Lo, Fishafino, and then like a first for Murray. And here's kind of like my mindset behind that trade, right? In terms of the late, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
gotta hear this shit because it's my first time ever hearing this. Go ahead.
Right. So the reasoning behind, why that would make sense for the Hawks is just because you have some young talent that you can feel optimistic about that you're getting
Oh,
back in the
that
trade.
Murray.
Oh,
Huh?
that Murray. Oh, the
DeJounte
Johnson.
Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnson. Oh, okay.
I
I
said the
thought you were talking about
Hawks. Yeah.
Jamal. Oh,
Nah,
okay,
nah.
okay. I ain't hear that part. That's why I was like, I want to hear this. Okay, you talking
Yeah.
about that, man?
So,
Okay,
Yeah,
my
you
fault.
go
My
ahead and
fault.
explain what you go in there with NBA fans. Explain this.
yeah. So,
Explain.
like, my thought is like, you just have to look at the state of the Hawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're a middling team at this point, right?
Yes.
And they're kind of they're locked into Murray's contract. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
like a 4 year, 100, like 35 million, something like that. So they're paying 35 plus million for a player who's not contributing to them being a contending team.
That
You know
is
what I'm
fact.
saying? He's not the best pair with Trey, and you're obviously going to choose to build around Trey juxtaposed to Murray. So you're getting off of that contract, you're getting an expiring contract, and then you're getting two pieces that you feel somewhat optimistic about in terms of building around or complementing what you have there, your
Mm-hmm.
infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
or dealing off. And at the end of the year, like you have a player option on that D'Lo contract, and if you don't want him, you can just let go of that 17, 18 mil, and then regroup in free agency. And then with the Lakers, obviously, you know, I'm not sure optically where they feel about this team based off the performance so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at last year and you look at probably, like their biggest competition in the West or their biggest deterrent in the West being the Nuggets, you guys were so close last year, right? I think it was like even though they got swept, the margin was like less than 20 points, right? So imagine if you were able to keep like your third best player who could offer some value defensively, and then he's like a volume 20 plus point scorer with like 38% efficiency from three. You know what I'm saying? Do you think a player like that could have swung the pendulum to a point to where you could have at least made it more competitive in terms of game to game, right? In terms of winning a game, losing a
Los
game.
Angeles for the Lakers?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
yeah, I think that's reasonable. Or what would you say about that?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think the Hawks, man. You talk about a team that 3 years ago, if Trey Young didn't get hurt, if the referee didn't get in his way, and he sprained his ankle, high ankle sprain, Atlanta would have went to the finals. They have done nothing since.
I mean,
And to me, that
in their
franchise,
defense, I think that Murray was a move, right?
yeah, they gave up a lot.
For sure. And I mean, at this point, like another part of that trade is like, what really is the market for Jamal Murray, right?
Yeah,
He's really at that like purgatory stage within the NBA, considering the guard talent, right?
yes,
So he's like 27, 28 years old. He's averaging low 20s, like, pretty efficient, right? But you
yeah.
could argue there's like 10 guards you'd rather have like in the East, right?
Ooh.
And we could go down that list if y'all so choose. But
Hey, sir, let them go down the list for you.
okay. I think you'd rather have Brunson over him.
Wow.
Would you agree? Brunson
No.
over Murray? Is that even like a conversation right now?
You talk about Jamal Murray?
No, we're talking about DeJounte Murray.
Oh, okay.
Because we're talking about the Hawks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we'll stick to the topic. Brunson, See, I
Over
had
DeJounte Murray?
No, hold on. I had Murray last year in fantasy, and he was a monster, bro. I mean, he averaged what 28 every night for the Hawks.
28. He's like 21-ish points.
No. He averaged 20 points a game.
Oh, you're talking about
assists. Yeah, 8 assists and like 7.5 rebounds last year, bro. I thought he was like, I was like, God damn. I didn't know he was this good. This year, I have him again. He's having an off year.
I think he's averaging more points this year, and it's pretty efficient too. But like my thing is like you still rather have Brunson though, in my opinion.
Folks,
but what's your opinion? What's this guy's name?
Folks, this is the type of stuff you get up here when he's here. Trust me. Yeah, I gotta give it to Brunson right now. I gotta give it to Brunson.
Yeah, Sean, what's your opinion on that? Just so we can go down that list.
Sean's on mute, but he'll be back. But Brunson, I'll go Brunson because again, he's one of the best free agent pickups in the NBA in a long time, bro.
Right, and then another thing that I'm thinking about is like it's not solely based on production. It's like based off of do you want to build around that guy? So that takes into account not only production, but age, marketability, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So, I think it is an easy Brunson there just because it seems like the city of New York has really sort of like taken to him, in a way they haven't really taken to a guy. I think they take to him more than Melo, in my opinion.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and here they like this guy a lot, man.
Because he's like underrated. You know what I'm saying? So
I tell you, the guy they love here, and I don't understand why. They hate Ewing here, believe it or not. They banned him from Madison Square Garden. The owner did.
Yeah.
They love John Starks, and I don't understand why.
He's a scrappy guy. Yeah.
That motherfucker shot 2 for 19 in Game 7. I can never forgive that. He was on my team doing that, bro.
Yeah. So and then let's go down. I mean, I'm not okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Brunson. He's not better than Tatum, so you can forget that.
Right.
He's not better.
Let's go. Obviously Dame, right?
Yeah, Dame.
Yeah, obviously rather have Dame. So that's 2. We're talking. I was trying to say like just guards too, just to like really prove that.
He is the 2 in Atlanta. Trae Young is the 1.
Wait, say what you? I thought you said Tatum.
No, we're comparing guards, right? 2 guards, right?
Yeah, or just he's a point. I was comparing points personally.
Good.
So like obviously you're taking Trae over him. That's why he's a trade piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3.
Trae's having a monster year, by the way, folks.
And then I'm speaking like just East too. I think it gets pretty easy when you talk West. Like I think he's barely like a top half point guard when you do that. But
same topic. Would you take him or the kid to heat this guy? The kid from Charlotte, Rozier.
Probably. I'd honestly say Rozier isn't thinking he's about to get $30 million.
Man, Pat Riley ain't giving him that, bro.
For sure. I don't think that he thinks that market's out there for him. But I think production's pretty soon. Honestly, I probably take Murray overall as a player.
Okay.
I think he's a little bit better of a player, but I mean, I get your point for sure. I think I like him.
The guard in Toronto.
Barnes, Scotty Barnes.
No, he's the small forward now. The kid for RJ Barrett. There you go.
RJ's okay. I was thinking ones, but yeah, RJ. Probably RJ. Honestly, there's a lot more upside. He's younger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
him or LaMelo Ball?
Who?
Murray.
LaMelo. So the production might be comparable. I think he might produce a little bit better than LaMelo actually, but I just think we talk about like the face of your franchise, your brand. You know, like LaMelo definitely has that star power more than him. So where we at? We got 3 or 4. So we got Dame, We got Brunson. We got Trey Young. We have Melo. We got Halliburton. That's not even a conversation, is it?
No.
Nope. And then I don't think it's much of a conversation with the Pistons either. I'd rather have Cade, like when you consider the age and everything like that.
Wow.
Age still on his
Cunningham.
rookie deal.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
No, I agree, but I mean, I'm definitely taking Donovan Mitchell over.
Oh yeah, I was thinking, and then just staying on ones. I was thinking Garland.
Yeah, Garland's nice.
Because I mean, and that might not be right. You know what I'm saying?
Nice,
Garland is super. He's incredibly nice. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with Garland a lot because like I'm like the same height, like 6', 6'1", and he's like really shifty. I'm a lot. Like when you just go and play pickup at like 6'1", you're one of the taller people, but I just like how shifty and effective he is at that height. But I think Mitchell. Honestly, I don't like small guards like that, but he's super nice. But honestly, like when I was doing this like little exercise, I kind of had him above Murray, but I think Murray, just with the defense and everything, he's probably above Garland. What's your opinion on that?
We're talking the Eastern Conference.
Maxey.
I'll take Maxey.
Yeah, I'm taking Maxey.
I'm a big Maxey guy.
For sure. What do you think about White?
From Boston?
Yeah.
I like Derek White a lot. I do.
And I think I think Derek White might finagle or backdoor his way into like maybe a 20-something, like maybe like, like 15, like 21 million a year contract.
Yeah.
For like 3 years or something like that.
I could see that.
But not 30 mil. So I think it's a better value on the production there with Murray.
Let me ask you this question.
Or
stick with the Celtics. If they don't get it done this year, what you think of them going to next year?
Honestly, at this point, it depends like specifically what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I really like this team. I like the infrastructure of it.
Okay.
I'd honestly stand pat for the most part. If it's like you're getting abused on the inside type of thing, try to get a value big, probably off the mid-level, something like that. Somewhere or vet minimum, something like that, and just do that to enforce whatever area you kind of fucked up at or you got exploited at, like in the conference finals or finals. But it's 220. You know what I'm saying?
It's great having
Tatum and Brown. They're in their prime, and then you've done everything to build around them. So if these are the guys, would you place all the investment in them to be that, right?
Yeah.
They just got to get it done.
Let me ask you.
And then I give them. Yeah.
No, go ahead. You give them what?
I give them like a couple. I give them like a couple more years, like 2-3 years, as long as they're not losing in the second round.
I know that feeling.
if they start losing in the second round, we're making some phone calls. we might blow that up.
You know what it is? And Sean wants to say something. Unless Sean's speaking. Yeah, man, we was missing you. We was comparing the guards in the East compared to
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray.
Yeah. I was thinking about I was doing something.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Oh, you said you give them 2 or 3 more window. I want to go to the West for a quick second. What do you think of the Trailblazers as a young group?
I thought that their rookie would be a lot better than he is.
He's
thought,
coming on now.
I'm not a fan of him at all, and I'm not a fan of how
my guy is Sharp. He's out for the year, but the reason why I ask that question is I like what I see. I do.
I'm gonna let bro take that.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna let like bro coming on that first. I'm not a fan personally.
Go ahead, Sean.
Of Portland?
Yeah.
You talking
just
about like the team in general? I,
Keep bullying us.
um,
Man. Stop bullying us.
Portland. What can I say about Portland?
Hey, you saw him last
They
weekend.
just
What you think?
they just young team. You just gotta develop your young guys, man. And them guys gotta develop.
Yeah,
Um,
Henderson's played
Yeah,
well lately. I'm not a big fan of
he's
the
played.
league, but he's played well.
Yeah,
Cause
and
Now,
my
I
thing
ain't
is,
gonna lie, it was Simmons. Simmons is a guy y'all need to build around. Simmons.
I like
Simon, yeah,
Simmons. My thing is
yeah,
like
Simmons.
they're not. I don't know if
Mm,
they're on the same clock or not, and if their team's built
mm,
around like them contending, right? 'Cause he's like 26,
mm,
27, and this guy's like 18, 19,
no, he's
right?
25. I
mm.
think what I know what you're going with this.
No, I'm saying Scoot is 18,
Yeah,
19.
I get the
Yeah.
feeling that, and I wanted them to get rid of Harvey Grant's kid, and they didn't.
Oh, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, he had 49 the other night, Mr. Miami, for a guy who didn't want him on the Heat. Okay.
Yeah, some of Heat fans wanted him. On
Yeah,
He's a
Twitter,
nice.
some of
He's a
them.
nice piece. He got a lot of fucking money. I think he got 5 years,
yeah,
160 from them.
yeah, man. That's what we're
That's
He was,
gonna
he
fucking
do.
was a nice
crazy.
Yeah,
he was a nice
okay,
piece
so
for Denver when it was
No, yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah, for
bubble.
sure. I was hoping
He
the
was a nice
Lakers were
piece.
gonna pick. I wanted the Lakers to try to pick him up, but that contract is crazy.
hey, you could have him,
Yeah.
bro. It's like I was saying the other night to somebody. I
We
Hey,
said,
can't afford him.
bro, I was
He's
like,
he
making more than LeBron.
yeah, I said, Pat
hey,
Riley, you want him? You could have him. Just give me a Caleb Martin and a bum at the end of the bench. You can take that salary off.
I don't think he'll see on his next I don't think he'll see, you know, like 40. You know, he signed for like what is it, like 50 mil a year on his contract or something like that. I
No,
don't think he'll
listen, I
see
tell you
that.
right now, 5 and 2.
we the reason he got paid because this time on the Nuggets.
Yeah,
So when he was balling
for
with
sure.
us, he
I,
got
You
I,
know,
paid.
if
all those Jokic
He got
backdoor
paid.
cuts. Yeah,
Slam
make it
dunk.
32 a year, bro, we can get rid of that. They
32.
won't. They'll
I
get
don't
rid
know
of
if
it.
he's touching that again.
No, he just started his new deal. Just get the best thing that's happening to them is he's balling out this year. So
Bro,
come
I mean,
June,
how old is he though?
he's playing
Uh,
better than last year. Last year, I didn't
I
like him at all, bro.
don't
This year,
know.
I like him.
this year
He's
he's
like
turning
he's
his
like
money.
30 or something, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta be close
29.
to 30,
Yeah,
if not 30.
yeah.
Yeah.
This year
So
he's
so it's
turning his
like
money.
He's probably like
why are you
28,
paying?
29.
What
Yeah, he's
happened is
29.
this.
What are you
What
paying him
happened is
for?
this. No, what
You
happened is this.
know?
They
Mm.
deep
Damn, he's a
inside,
sniper too.
yeah,
40% from three.
deep
Yeah,
inside.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
He can
tell you what
shoot
happened. Deep
a
inside,
little bit.
they really didn't want to bring Lillard back. But Lillard told me, hey, you sign him and I'll come back. Once they signed him, that same, like 10 minutes later, Lillard told his agent, tell him I
He
want
wanted
out.
to trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just took care of his dog before he left.
Man, Lillard
Yeah.
was really supposed to go to the Heat, man, but they you know,
Hmm
they ain't want
Hey,
him at the
would you
Heat.
rather play in Miami or would you rather play
Hell
with you?
yeah. I'm playing
Say
in
that again.
Miami.
Would you rather play in Miami or would you rather play with Giannis?
I'm playing in
I
Miami,
mean,
man.
if we're probably like what is your goal here, right?
To get
Because you
it
can
done.
always right. You can always travel. I kind of like that Giannis, Middleton, Brook Lopez reinvented himself to be what he is now. I like that. Um, because like, what would they
You
have
don't think
given up for Dame? What would the Heat have given up? What was that package?
Jefferson,
I
you
think
the
they would have
man, nigga.
Tyler
Nah,
Hero.
Jefferson.
Who else? Y'all had to give us some draft picks for sure. Another player, I don't know who. Don't ask me 'cause I
Like
ain't no Heat
Duncan or
fan.
something like that?
No, I said the
Probably.
trade the other night was Caleb Martin and
I like Caleb
bum,
Martin.
Yeah,
that
like a
bum
Killer
center.
Martin or
No,
one
they
of
wanted to
them.
they wanted to trade Kelvin Martin. They did.
Mm.
That's why I told Canes, give me him and some third string center on the bench, and you can have him. And he's balling, man. Mr. Miami was killing it the other night in the chat. He said, no, I'm not going to do that. No. 49 the other night, 305. He should have traded for him.
Yeah, I think they would have
I'm
been.
just playing with Miami. That's all. I'm just playing with them.
That would have been
Hello.
Dane, Butler, and what's his name? Ben.
It's just something last year, young man, that bothered me about Milwaukee. I mean, there were games, but they just didn't show up. Like who they played a couple of weeks ago, they lost by 40. Was it Oklahoma City? I think it was. They got their doors blown out by Oklahoma City, bro. I said, God damn. And then who they lose to at home last weekend by 20? Let me see. Let me remember who they lost at home. I'm trying to think who it was. Was it Sacramento? I'm like, no, the Timberwolves. It was the Timber. I'm like, bro. Shit. I can't trust teams like that, man. But it's too inconsistent, man. I can't do it. Real talk. At least the one thing you get from the Celtics, at least you know every night they're going to show up.
Yeah, cause they beat the Heat yesterday.
Who did?
Celtics, they beat the Heat. They played the Heat yesterday.
I didn't know that. You know me, my mind's all football. And yesterday, I was watching hockey all yesterday, so I did.
Yeah, that game came on around like 2:00.
And an NBA fan, don't kill me by liking a bunch of white guys.
Was it yesterday or today? God damn, I'm tripping.
The Celtics was yesterday, had to be, because the only NBA game today was Sacramento and Oklahoma City.
Okay. Yeah, so it was just say that. I'm not tripping.
Yeah, man. So, young man, you still there? NBA fan. Wait till he comes back, boy. It is great. I haven't had him up here in 3 years.
Raven Knight, you still there, dog?
Raven's playing a video game.
I'm right here. What's up?
Well, Raven's playing his video game.
How about them Cowboys? No, I'm with you.
I leave those Cowboys alone, man.
I'm not thinking about
Nah, I only did that because he was talking shit when we on
No, me and
game.
Raven was having fun when they was going to play that week.
Yeah.
It was some of the most fun I had.
On game week, he was talking hella shit. I remember that. In the
Yeah, me
comments.
and Raven was having fun that week.
Yeah.
I didn't kill him, but they killed him.
Cowboys. I am Cowboys free, just
Yeah,
like
right.
Emmitt Smith. Oh,
You
fish.
Yeah,
No,
Emmett Smith
we
tired
done.
of it for him.
We done. We
Michael-
through.
Yeah, Michael
we
Irvin's
talked
tired
about
of it.
Cut it out.
Officially
We
done.
done.
Yeah, what?
All together.
NBA
Hey,
fans,
hey,
thanks for coming, man. Appreciate you. Hey,
shout out
you
to
said
you,
it
NBA
real
fan.
quick. By the way, shout out to my boy Jordan Love, who is now the new face of Old Spice spray deal.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Some news
He was
bits.
on
That
He was
shit
on
went
Cam
on.
show.
And that proves that Jordan Love is not black because he's doing Old Spice.
That shit was Jordan
Niggas
Love
don't
come-
deal with no Old Spice.
That ain't
when Jordan
true.
Love-
Who? Who? There gotta be some of you
um,
Northerners. I know you ain't gonna put
No.
Old black man down
What's
her.
his name? Oh,
And
That
Old
shit was
Spice
that
ain't gonna work
comedian. What's his
himself.
name? He do the commercials. What's his name, man?
That shit was Jordan
That Old
Love
Spice
come-
Hey,
Oh my
Queena,
God.
how you doing, baby? Queena in the building this late. Hey, baby.
Oh my goodness.
When Jordan Love comes to Jacksonville, we gonna have a
I'm thinking.
sponsored
Listen
by
right now.
hospital.
You
Did
put
you
some
see
Old
him?
Spice, you probably get your ass kicked by a female. That's how
Did
much
you see
baby-
him? Queen, I'm gonna say what's up to you in a second, baby girl. Did you see the
What's up,
exchange
Queen?
between him and
I
Shador
can't think of his
Sanders?
name, but it's a black man who do this Old Spice.
Yeah.
The Old Spice commercials.
Yeah, with that fine ass
man.
wife of his. Yeah.
Damn, what's his name, man? He a comedian.
Yeah, hey.
Got that boy out there shoveling snow, taking pictures.
Seriously.
What's his name,
You
bro?
should have
I'm
seen
so mad I
the
can't remember.
exchange. You should have seen the exchange with him and Shador Sanders. This guy is doing an interview. I'm talking about love with the local Green Bay guy. Shador Sanders is wearing, I swear to God, a $100,000 cashmere coat with a matching hat. And he walks past, and then he took a double take, and he said, "Oh shit!" He stopped. He interrupted the interview and gave Jordan Love mad love. He said, "Yo, man," he said, "One love, bro. What a performance." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Now Love is getting the love now. Good for him." I know Old Spice paid him a lot of money to do that to be the face of the spray deodorant. Let me say what's up to Queen in the chat. NBA fan is back.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, fam.
Word.
It is.
Yeah. I see the conversation kind of shifted.
That's his
but
name.
yeah.
The comedian, Deion Cole.
Oh, Terry Crews? Is that who you're talking about?
Terry
No, I
Crews
can't
also did it.
The dude who was on Blackish. Is that who you're talking about?
That's Deion
Yeah,
Cole.
I don't know his name. I haven't seen
his
him.
name's
I haven't
Deion
seen him
Cole.
in a movie. Like that's the only thing I've seen him in.
Yeah, he hella funny, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So what's y'all's opinion?
They just didn't know who he was.
We can go back to the NBA.
It's like
NBA fan.
I'm really cool in the NBA, really. But it's kind of like that dude. What do they call him the evil Dave Chappelle. He's been in a lot of stuff, but nobody knows who he is.
I know you talking about bald head buddy from you ever saw Jason Lyric?
Yeah. Does anybody know his name?
I can't remember.
I am not into comedy.
It's just a regular. That was kind of a regular movie.
You know, I'm not into.
But yeah, like that's kind of how I view him. But I've seen that guy. He was also in Queens. I think it was like Queen and Slim or Slim and Queen. It was the movie where the black dude and the black chick, they killed the cop and they went off. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Bokeem Woodbine.
It was an awesome game tonight, baby.
Bokeem Woodbine. That's his name.
Went to
Yeah.
overtime. Chiefs win it.
Yeah. His name Bokeem
Keep
Woodbine.
talking. Go ahead, fellas. I'm just chatting up here tonight.
But yeah. So what's y'all's opinion on like Jordan Love as like a young quarterback within that like landscape?
I will keep my opinions out of this. Go ahead, fellas. You can talk.
Man, I think he's because it's gonna be a love affair for me.
That's right. So I'm gonna keep my opinions out of it.
Yeah, man, I think he's a up and coming quarterback, man. I think, man, they really should have won.
I know that.
Their game, their playoff game.
Yeah, I think 49ers was supposed to lose that game. Sorry, I think Green Bay was. I forgot what happened. The mistake that they made.
What happened was just like what happened to Ike tonight. My kicker missed the easy kick, and then Love threw an interception to end the game.
Yeah, I think Love threw that interception.
And of course, Christian Watson, as usual, don't know how to come back to the football. I'll deal with Watson in summer camp.
The Browns. That receiver.
Yeah, that's my answer. I think he's a good up and coming quarterback. Because Cam Newton actually, the Cam Newton interview with him. He was like, which one you rather have? Your success, which is waiting 3 years behind a great quarterback, or having like instant success. He said, he picked his process, being behind Aaron Rodgers, which is
I like that mindset. My thing is like he's coming up on that. He sat behind Rodgers for 3 years, right?
Yes, he did.
And then this was his 4th year, so he's coming up around like that contract renewal. And then there's
no, an NBA fan. Back when Rodgers was traded, the next thing they did was rip his contract up and gave him a 2-year, $20 million deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, next year he's only making $11 million.
That's what I'm saying. So it's the point you're getting to that point where you're going to have to make like a major, like multi-year not multi-year, like a 3, 4, 5 year commitment to him probably. And it's like we see, you know, like kind of the market for quarterbacks that you're kind of placing the franchise in their hands, right? He's obviously, I don't think he's going to get league resetting like 54, 55, 56 because he's not that caliber. But I mean, how fond of him are you, right? You know, there's that like indifference, like, yeah, he's good, right? You probably can't find something better on the market at the moment, right? Or is that like how you feel about him? Or is it like, I'm willing to invest, you know, like a third of my salary cap into him and him leading us to success in the future?
You want my opinion or Sean's opinion?
Yeah, I was going to go Sean and you.
Okay, go ahead,
Oh,
Sean.
I know. What was the question? I'm sorry. I was looking at something. I'm sorry. What
Do
was
you
Yeah,
think you
okay.
can stop that quarterback until they find someone better? Or do you think you should invest 5 years into him?
Not even that. It's just, it was sort of like, you said it kind of like you were kind of like indifferent, but leaning towards like a positive reaction. I was
Yeah,
wondering like how positive was that reaction? Was that like 50 mil, like not 50 mil, but you're willing to invest multiple years into him at like a 30+ million clip? Is that how fond you feel of him?
Sean, can I answer this before you? Huh, Sean? All right, Sean's doing something. If you want the truth, I will
Yeah.
give him.
Can you
I
hear
will
me?
give him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we hear you now. I would give Love, and this is going to shock you guys. I will give Love a 6-year deal. Let me see. Let me do my math. For 144 mil. I'll give him
I
24
don't,
mil a year.
if I'm him, I'm not committing for that long at that low of a clip.
I will tell you the reason why I would
Definitely
do that.
not.
I'll tell you the reason why about
20
him.
million? Like, I mean, like,
24 mil.
how, huh?
I'll tell you why.
But here's
Because
my thing. Why would, okay, go ahead. Yeah, I was just,
you know I'm his biggest fan up here, so I watch him every day. I would do that if I'm him because all of his receivers are real young, and let's say Romeo Dobbs or Tavian Wicks next 2 years explodes and they're consistent. Jalen Reed, if he continues his progress, you have enough money you could pay them,
all
and
right.
everybody's paid.
So
And
I
remember,
hear that.
and,
I hear that.
yeah,
But
yeah, go ahead.
I'm just, so just thinking into just like the mindset, right?
Yeah,
Especially when it comes down to negotiations, you're not being like, you know, like sacrificing like millions of, that's like 24 million. He could easily, I think he could easily, like, if I think the highest contract right now is like 55 a year. I know like Hertz got 51 a year. Jackson got like 52, and then I think Burrow got 53, and then Herbert's at like 54, 55.
yeah. The reason why I would do
I'm
that is
so
because
I'm just saying he's not thinking, he's thinking at that point of getting compensated at market value. He's not thinking frugal in regards to the team.
yeah,
If
but
that's
here,
something that like, you know, is on his heart later on, he can restructure his contract where, you know what I'm saying, y'all could fuck with like the guarantees and stuff like that, so it doesn't affect the cap in the same way.
I knew it was a reason why they showed Jay-Z and Beyonce. She done dropped some music tonight.
I'm gonna leave that alone. But
I ain't surprised.
I like her do commercial. But I'm gonna say this, getting back to Love real quick, because he's only 24. He'll get
25.
he'll get his payday when he's 30 in his prime.
I
He
don't,
will definitely get his payday.
I'm
Trust me.
not sure that's how he's thinking about it.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's his people that calls the shots. I forgot his name, but he's a brother out of Laurel told me he's a brother out of Austin, Texas, and he's
Mhm.
kind of militant. He's not.
So there's no way he's not going to advocate for him to get at least like, everybody knows he's not a top quarterback in the league. right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not Burrow. He's not Jackson, Hurts. He's none of that.
But hold on.
Huh?
He was second NFL in touchdown passes.
Nobody. That is not the optics around him. He threw a lot of picks too. How many picks? He threw like 12 picks. What's that?
32 and 11. Look at
okay, so what's that touchdown to interception ratio looking like?
3-1.
Where does that rank in the league?
I don't know, but it's very high. And
where were his total yard? But here's what I'm saying. I think that general, like, and you know, you can have those stats and things like that, but I think that general consensus is he is not a top 10 quarterback, and I don't think
he is now.
All right, let's get a poll. Let's get a poll run the chat. Y'all think he's top 10?
Go ahead.
Who? Love?
Love.
Yeah.
Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Is he top 10?
Yeah.
Is he top 10? I think he is.
All right. Is he at that? Is he at that?
I think he's just outside of top 10.
Right. He's like a fringe top 10 quarterback, right? So he's not at that. My point was he's not at that market reset type contract level, right? To where if the top guy right now, if Allen is getting 54, if Allen just signed his contract this offseason, got 56, he's not getting 57. He's not that good.
He doesn't.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, let me flesh this out, right? So he's not going to get that top tier like market resetting money. I think he get just on the edge of elite. Right. So I'm thinking 35, 37 a year. Right. That's probably what 30. That's probably what a fringe top 10 quarterback demands.
You know what though? His agenda is winning Super Bowls.
I don't know about that. And you can restructure his contract to where it doesn't hit the cap as hard, but he's still getting compensated at market rate.
Yeah, but his objective is winning multiple Super Bowls.
Who told you that?
He said it out of his own mouth.
That's what everybody says, though.
That's not true.
What quarterback has hold up? What quarterback has said no? I'm in it strictly for the money.
Tua Tagovailoa. He wants to get paid. And guess what?
Has he said that? Has he said that?
He said they're already negotiating his contract. You don't give it.
That doesn't mean he wants to screw over the team to get paid.
He cares about getting paid, and guess what? I will do this on Tuesday night. They're about to give him $55 million a year.
Okay, what is your what? I don't think that he's going to sacrifice. Okay, I don't think that he's going to sacrifice like $100 million to win a Super Bowl.
Exactly, that's my point. He wants to get paid.
I'm talking about Jordan Love. He's not sacrificing.
Jordan Love cares
he is. Okay, let's get another real quick.
You know what? I think he'll end up with something you just said a minute ago. I think I see him anywhere between 30 and 37.
And I think that's reasonable. That's not necessarily him wanting to win a Super Bowl. I think that's him realizing where he is within the market. I don't think that if there was,
but he wants to win Super Bowls.
That's cool. That's cool, and I think that's on the upper rung of what he could negotiate on the open market too.
No, that's fair. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking no $50 million for him. He didn't do nothing yet. But when
I'm saying if he can get $35 million for 5 years, he's not going to take like 22 for 5 years just to win a Super Bowl.
My man Jim's in the chat said, I can't even name 10 good QBs. I can name 10. And he's definitely in the top 10.
All right. So we got he's not better than let me go. Real quick. I got it. And then just let me know what you think about it. Cool.
All right.
All right. So Mahomes.
Yes.
He's okay. So if I name these players, say yes or no. Yes if they're better than Love. No if they're not.
Good.
Cool. Okay. Mahomes. Lamar.
I'll take Love. Lamar is better. But
Come
I'll
on
take
now.
Love.
Come on
Lamar is
now.
better, but I'll take Love.
That's not. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to establish a market.
Okay, I'll say
Right.
Lamar is better because in my rankings I'm coming out in April. He's higher than Love.
Okay. Burrow.
Yes, I'll take Burrow. Right now,
Allen.
I'll take Josh Allen. Yes,
Hurts.
I'll say yes. Hurts?
Stroud.
No, I'll take Love.
Huh? What?
I'll take Love.
What?
I'll take Love.
Come on now.
No doubt. I'll take Love.
What? Hold up. You can't be going at my Ohio State brethren like that.
I'm not.
What are you talking
Stroud.
about?
If you hear,
No, I'm just saying.
Me up here, if you hear me up here, I said that I always say that Stroud is going to be a monster pocket passer.
He's better than him now.
No, he's not.
All right. Why do you say
Nobody, because Jordan Love has it all. He has the arm talent. He's electrifying. Why don't you ask Jared Jones about that?
Electrify. What is that? That just sounds like a adjective you threw in there without much.
Bro,
what do you mean electric?
Yeah, he can do it all, bro. Who has been? You know, it's only 6 quarterbacks in the NFL that has arm talent. He is one of them, and he proves it every week. Bro, you know.
All right.
Bro,
think,
no. I'm not letting you get off with this. You know, week 10, Tua Tagovailoa.
I'm not trying to argue with you about this.
No,
all right, you got it. So what? Can we say that's at least? Let's say because it's arguable, right?
Yeah, because they're
Stroud and Love is arguable.
Yeah, because they're two different style quarterbacks.
So let's go 5.5. All right, that's a maybe. All right. I just want to get down the list.
Bro. You could take either one because they both had similar seasons, but in a different way.
Stroud is younger.
Stroud is younger, but I'll take Love.
Okay, so we'll go. I think we're at like 6.5. What about Herbert?
I'll take Herbert right now.
Okay, so we're at 7.5.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at these quarterback rankings. I'm gonna let you see them.
Lawrence.
Oh, I'm definitely taking Love, bro.
Okay.
That's not even a question.
Okay, but even at this range, I think. Okay, so I think Lawrence might get like 56 mil.
Bro, let me tell you how Jordan Love hasn't even scratched the surface, bro.
He's not 22 though, right?
He doesn't have to be.
What I'm saying is you should be.
You could play the 40, bro. And remember,
what I'm saying is you can't. You're not paying. For the most part, people aren't paying. You know what I'm saying? Like 35 plus mil for a player who's not realized their potential.
No. He hasn't even scratched his surface. Look at him already.
And we're paying for the presumption that that'll reach that, rather than him like actually substantiating that through play. Because this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to. So if we think that he could be better, what I do as a GM is I sign him to like a 1 year, or I'm picking up his 5th year. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. He's still on prove it deals.
The Packers tore that up already. They've been tore that up. He's playing on he played on a 2-year deal.
Next year's his last year. Yeah. Like if he performed it, because they're not all the way sold. If he put up Mahomes first year numbers, he'd have a 12-year, $500 million contract.
Well, bro. First of all, he's not Patrick Mahomes.
What I'm saying is it's not even. It doesn't even have to be like that. They would have if they believed in him based off this season. If they believed in him based off this season.
NBA fan, the Packers already said they announced they're going to re-up him to a long-term deal in May. So they're going to take care of him.
Okay, and I'm not even too pressed on Jordan Love. I was just thinking about like him versus Justin Fields and like CJ Stroud and stuff like that. What's your opinion on?
Fields. Don't even bring that up, bro. And
Say
let me
what?
say about Fields. He's better than Fields. Let me say this though about Fields.
Yeah.
People got to understand something, and I've been saying this up here. To me, I think the kid's a damn good quarterback. I do. The problem is
Fields?
the GM.
Mm,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think
I don't
Fields'
know about
problem is.
Fields.
I think the problem with Fields is he has a GM who was with the Chiefs, who scouted Patrick Mahomes, and if you don't look like Patrick Mahomes, he don't want you.
I
That's the
feel like,
problem with
you
Fields.
know, I don't know about that. I think that he hasn't the GM hasn't really done much in terms of interfering with Eberflus's, direction on offense or whoever he's, brought in offensively in terms of his coordinator positions. He let go of Nagy just because he was a bad,
He's
like
an idiot.
overall
He's
coach.
an
I
idiot.
mean, he just won a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, but that's not him
So
coaching.
he's the offensive coordinator. So all, you know what I'm saying? That 4th and 1 where they did that little like fucking triple option with Kelsey, that was his play call.
All I know is this: Justin
But
Fields, next place he goes, he's gonna be just fine.
my point is like, so I think that they built around him, and I don't, I'm not sure if he showed him enough at this point to like
Of course
have him
not.
not trade him.
And
Because what I'm hearing is they could get the haul that they could get for this number 1 pick could be like historical. Like they could get like, whatever pick, like maybe like the 6th pick, then their 1st round pick, and then like a mid-round pick or 2 in the next draft. Right.
well,
So they could
last year he
get,
destroyed Carolina.
huh?
Look at the Panthers now.
Well,
He
that
got their
doesn't mean
first
that
and second.
that doesn't mean that other NFL teams aren't dumb enough to do it.
If you're desperate for a quarterback and your career is on the line as a coach or a GM, you better make that move.
Yep. So a lot of teams that look like that would be like maybe Atlanta. You're looking at a Washington. You're looking at maybe a Tennessee. Huh?
Denver's already thrown their hat in, but they want to
Right.
trade
Yeah.
him.
So there's a market there's a big market for that number 1 pick. Right. And then I think that
And
at
You're
this
right.
Washington,
Yeah.
point,
Washington. Don't forget about Washington too, y'all.
yep. Washington. I
Washington
kind of
got the
I kind of
second
like
pick.
Sam. I like Sam Howell a little bit. He seems like he'll get another opportunity if they went this route. He'd be like where Baker was at the end of last year, right? Where he's kind of like a meddling quarterback, like like a team with no direction will pick him up and see what he could do.
Which
But
guy?
Sam Howell, Sam
Yeah, I can see
Howell.
that. I can see that.
Howie.
A team like the
But
Raiders can trade for him if they want to.
yeah,
But
something like that. So it's like I'm just saying there's a big enough market for teams wanting that number 1 pick,
I would agree with
you
you.
know.
I would
So
agree.
and then I think that they could build their team up in a way to where it's like if Justin Fields can't get it done, it's obviously Justin Fields' fault.
Let
You know
me
what I'm
say this.
saying? And then you
I
could put a
think
Sam Howell in there, and then you could contend, right? You
I
could at least get to like the wild card, like you know what I'm saying. They could do what the Browns did. They could build their team up to where they can just put like like an old vet on there, and the infrastructure is there to where they can still compete.
and I wouldn't be surprised because I think this kid, from listening to him talk, no one really saw him play after they lost to Florida State. I think Jaden Daniels could be the steal of the draft when it
I
comes to
don't,
quarterback. I think he could.
I don't, you know, I'm
Hmm.
not really on like that super running quarterback type of, you know what I'm saying? Like me
Yeah,
personally,
yeah.
I wouldn't put my, the trust of my franchise on him
That's what makes
personally.
C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love special. They're pocket quarterbacks. They
Yeah,
stay in the
like
pocket,
my favorite of this draft would be Penix, honestly.
and he's falling as we speak. By the way,
hmm
Yeah, because
So
injury
he's
history, bro. Injury
I
yeah,
history.
didn't know that.
he's been in college for like 10
Yeah.
years.
Has he?
Yeah, he
Was he the kid in
he
Indiana like 7 years
Yeah,
ago?
I remember he was battling against Justin Fields 5 years ago
Yeah,
in college.
yeah. I
mm,
So
remember that.
that COVID season. But
Like he like
Yeah.
25 or something, 24,
Shout out to
25.
yeah,
Platinum Elite.
25.
Platinum Elite's a big fan of Michael Penix.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I like him, but you know, that injury history, bro. I think he messed up both of his shoulders, and if I'm not mistaken, or
You
is it two
Dolphin
of his
guys in
knees?
here, are you ready to see Tua make 55 mil a year?
Jesus.
You ready for that, Sean? 305, you ready? Or you going to the gas
just-
station, 305?
You're gonna
I
be
just
giving
want,
100 mil a year to three positions at that point.
It's crazy.
Well, that's
Between
good.
fucking
want
Tua, Hill, and
and
Ramsey. And then you still got
shit.
Waddle,
The
you probably have a
salary,
re-up.
but ain't the salary cut don't went up this upcoming
Yeah, but
season?
It doesn't, it's not
really,
outpacing the rate that,
well, let me ask you a
the
question.
No, I
the
know
NBA
top
that.
fan,
players
I'm
at
just
positions are
saying.
going.
I'm just
NBA
saying
fan,
that's
you think
part
he's
of the
worth
excuse
that?
that he'll use.
NBA fan, you think he's
So
worth that?
who?
Tua.
Fuck no.
There you go. Good man.
Yeah.
AZ pick is
I don't
interesting.
think he worth that much now. He gotta go cheaper
I
than
can
that.
see
Yeah.
Arizona,
Gotta go.
the team to move up to get Marvin
So,
Harrison Jr.
oh yeah.
I can see Arizona doing it because Arizona wants him real bad.
Well, they could get
Yeah.
somebody else. I don't know why they would want to trade up just to get him.
Yeah. I mean, he's a receiver. You know what I'm saying? He's a
Some
receiver
people
at the end of the day.
believe, not some, a lot of people believe he's the best player in this draft.
But I don't think they're a wide receiver away though.
Still though, yeah. They're like, what were they like 3 and 14?
Arizona, yeah. But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
This is for
You don't. That's
you.
not how you build a team.
This is for you, Mr.
Yeah.
Buckeye.
I think they should
Let's say
stand back and say somebody
Chicago.
else like offensive lineman or something.
Let's say
Yeah.
Chicago keeps
Protect
Fields
Kyler.
and they draft
Finally.
Marvin Harrison. What would you say about that?
Who?
I like that as long as they put some reinforcements on the line. I think they could use another right tackle.
That
No,
GM,
always
talking about,
that inner
the
Chicago
Bears,
Bears.
but they
Yeah.
keep Fields and
You said the
draft Harrison.
Bears?
Yeah.
If they keep
So
Fields and draft Harrison,
he'd have absolutely no reason to
excuse me.
complain. It would the onus would be on Justin Fields at that point.
Mhm.
That would be, assuming that, they went all in at that point. They got everything they needed. They got like a veteran lineman. They got some depth on the line.
I think the
That's
Bears.
that's a serviceable. That's a way better than serviceable. You know what I'm saying? Wide receiver
Him
group
and
and skill
DJ
position
Moore
group.
together and commit the tight end.
Yeah,
Chicago,
Cole Kmet.
Chicago's coming, man.
Yeah. So if
I
he
got
fucks
some
up,
more
if he's throwing a lot of picks, he's throwing like if he only have like 170 yards passing a
You give him
game
back
on
his
like
old teammate.
59% on like 58% completion percentage, he's got to go after that. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
That's his fault.
He might able to make that work. His old teammate, shoot, you gave Tua Waddle. You see how that went.
Yeah.
So let's see how Harrison
But
went.
if he's like if his touchdown to interception ratio is like 1-to-1 and he's only throwing sub 60 completion percentage and he's throwing for under 200 yards a game, he's got to go. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I know when Love was doing that shit beginning of the year, I was like, yo, what the hell?
He looked like Prime Rodgers that first game against the Bears.
He sure did. Real talk.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody knows up here I'm his biggest supporter, but I'm gonna be honest though. I didn't think he'd be like this. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
But you got a long way to
he
go.
looked nice
man.
that game.
That's what I told everybody. You got a long way to go though.
Yeah. What did you think about Ohio State this year?
They got a lot of issues, man. They got a lot of issues.
Ohio State football, you're saying?
Yeah, I don't like the coach.
Are you? I'm not a fan of the coach, but they spent that bag.
College football. I got some for y'all.
Tell us.
Go ahead.
For him. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Sean.
No. All I was gonna say was I know y'all see Oregon, man. We coming, boy.
Nah, y'all are losing to us. Y'all are losing to Michigan. That's probably y'all's only two. I think that Penn State's going to be a dogfight. But y'all, have you not seen what we've done in the transfer portal?
Have you seen what we doing? Who we picking
Y'all
up?
y'all got Dylan Gabriels.
And we got
Is that
also Dante Moore.
Okay, so 2 quarterbacks, and Dylan Gabriel's the one that's playing.
Okay, and we got
right?
wide receivers as well.
Okay, so we got the best overall player in the portal. We got the best running back in the portal. We got the number 1 overall player from the recruiting class of 2024.
Well, we picked up Evan Stewart. He was at least 2 or 3. I'm not really big on the rankings and all that stuff like that. So
Yeah,
Evan Stewart. Who else we got picked up?
that's a wideout, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of guys, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
got a spot. If you've been
yeah,
paying attention, then you definitely know because it's been talked about. Like Oregon they
for
coming.
sure.
We probably like 3rd ranked behind Georgia and Alabama.
Alabama is not ranked that high.
Yeah, Alabama's
And recruiting, yeah, they ranked
are you talking about? You're talking about portal recruiting?
Say it again.
I said you're talking about portal recruiting. Or are you talking about like what are you talking? Are you talking about the poll, like the way too early polls? Or are you talking about recruiting polls? I was just wondering what you're talking about. So we're top 2, top 3.
I think it was. I want to say it's the recruiting poll. I'm not sure what it was. I got to go back on Twitter and look and see. I'll pull it up now.
Hey, Sean.
I like Oregon. I was about to go to Oregon.
What? Interesting.
Yeah.
Sean, 305. You see what's on the screen right there?
Yeah, I see it.
What about you, Sean? You see it?
Yeah, I see the crap by Barry Cunningham. I don't really like.
Wow.
I don't listen. No, I don't listen to the media.
You better listen to that, bro. And I'll talk about that Tuesday night.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I think so. Mace, when you said that OSU has like issues, like what are you talking about? Like what specifically are you talking about?
A lot of guys leaving. He as a coach, you wonder about him.
Yeah. So I think
should be better than what they are.
Say that last thing again.
This team should be better than what they are.
Yeah, and I agree with that to a certain extent, at least for last year. In terms of the people who left, I think we didn't lose anybody on the line. Marvin Harrison, he's the only skill position that left. We lost Fleming to the transfer portal. We lost Maya Williams, and I like Maya Williams like when he was at the better part of his career, but we got the number 1 running back in the portal. So that kind of replaces that, and then we have a 2-head. We probably are going to have the best running attack in the nation next year. You know what I'm saying? Just based off.
You're going back to old Ohio State Woody Hayes football, huh?
Right. So yeah, because McCord, I don't even know. It's like more like JT Barrett type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like read option.
Mm-hmm.
Because this guy Will Howard, who we picked up, he can run. The other guy, I don't like either quarterback we have currently on our roster. I didn't like McCord. I don't like Devin Brown. That rookie Keenholz, I think he's got some potential, but he's going to get lost in the depth chart and end up transferring. On defense, everybody came back on defense that could come back. Josh Proctor, I think he'd been there as long as Penix. He'd been in college as long as Penix, so he left due to just like being too old. I think he's got a doctorate, but He left, and then we had like an interior lineman leave. But like, I think we were returning like 18 out of 21 people on of our starters, 18 out of 22 on both offense and defense, and then we got the #1 safety from Bama, and then we got Bama center too. So,
And Sean just sent me this, and he's looking at the best recruiting from recruiting regularly and recruiting through the NIL, and Oregon 3 at both.
yeah, I like your coach. You're probably better than Ohio State's coach, honestly.
Yeah, I like Oregon's
He
coach
seems,
too.
yeah, he seems young and spunky. For
Like
sure.
Kid
Shout out to
Panther.
that coach. Like
Yeah.
one of those, like, motivational car salesman preacher type of guys.
I remember when they were going to play Colorado. When
Oh yeah,
Colorado-
I remember that. And he was talking all that
Colorado
shit
was-
after. I wish he would have just, because that's when that whole Dion train really started to fall apart.
Oh yeah, I put me and Platinum Elite
He
both
beat the
told
fuck out
everybody
of
that
Dion.
it was gonna last.
And
Oh,
I think Leon, he's a little too flamboyant for me personally. I
would
would, I
agree with
wish
that.
him all the best of success, but
I agree.
I'd like a more understated guy personally.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. But sometimes.
What's your?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. What was your opinion on that whole thing? Just like his career, that whole switch from a HBCU to a
Well, up
to
here,
the
I
Power
said it was,
Five.
up here, I said it was a good move for him. I
Mhm.
think Colorado is good for him. He admitted he's not ready to coach in NFL yet, which is good for him. I think
Yeah.
Dion's biggest problem is Dion. I think he
Mhm.
puts his kids ahead of everybody else on the team. And it's
Yeah.
like,
His kids don't have any like humility either. It doesn't
oh
seem
yeah,
like.
yeah, driving these fancy cars and showing off their bling to the other kids
Yeah.
who's never going to see pro. Okay,
Right.
I definitely, no
I
doubt.
think so one thing I'm not I think this is like more like a straw man that people are putting up. The issue that like people were mad that he left the HBCU to go to a Power Five. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I think the biggest issue with that is he was really selling that dream, that HBCU Black community dream, and that's cool. That's kind of like your job as a recruiter to play to your advantages. I think that the biggest issue was he left for like the least vertical move that you could make. Right? You didn't go to Florida State. You didn't go to fucking Ohio. You know what I'm saying? You didn't
Yeah.
go to a good Power 5 school. You went to the worst Power 5 school. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that was, a good message in terms of like the people who he's leaving. And then I don't think that was the best for his career. Because look at Deion stock now, right? If
Yeah, man,
he would
really
have,
stumbled. I agree.
so if he would have been at Jackson State, right, and he really got some shit shaking, right? He got the top 2 corners this year.
Mhm.
He led them to another undefeated season. Right. And now that what's the guy's name? Jimbo Fisher's gone, that becomes interesting. And his kids can transfer to Texas A&M because they haven't left. You know what I'm saying? And then that is the environment you need to totally get the Deion train running. You know what I'm saying? Texas A&M has really deep pockets in regards to NIL. Ohio State just got their AD, but they're willing to spend the money. If you've seen that their recruiting classes the last like 2-3 years, absurd. You know what I'm saying? I think they had like 4 5-star linemen in like 2022.
Hey,
So they're willing to.
Didn't I tell you 3 years ago that when it comes to this NIL and stuff, what did I tell you? Remember? I said when it comes to that NIL, the football team is gonna have more people paying for football players than basketball players.
Oh, 100%, because they have to stay for at least 2 years. It's
And,
3 years.
and look at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Look at Oregon. They both got good basketball programs, but no one cares because it's the football team. It's
Yeah.
about the football team. I told these college basketball.
And I mean, I don't know if they're, they're not super good at basketball right now, either school. They're like solid, like middle of the pack in their conference teams, but they're not, they're not the program UCLA is, or like Michigan State is in the Big Ten, but they're both in the Big Ten.
Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina,
Houston for some reason. I don't know.
Houston.
Our school just got whooped by Houston a couple of days ago.
Yeah, Arizona. Those are basketball schools. UCLA. Yeah. When it comes to football is king everywhere, folks. And and NBA fan will agree with this. And the best the best prospects for the NBA are all in the G League now.
That's definitely become a more popular path. I think. So, are you familiar with the twins, Asor and Amin Thompson?
Yes.
Right. So they both went that G League route. I think Scoot went that G League route.
Scoot went that route. Yeah.
Now, for sure, I think Kuminga went that route. So yeah, that's definitely becoming more popular. But I think especially with NIL now, I think that college is probably regained that kind of that number one spot, just because you can't have the college experience again, right? Like once you jump to the NBA, you can't have that experience again. That is like a once in a lifetime experience. And then with the money and everything that you'll get, it kind of eliminates that whole incentive to go to the G League over college. And then you get to simulate high pressure situations that you get like in the playoffs and things like that during March Madness. So I think college is the number one option, but before, this whole NIL thing was figured out, that was for sure like, a really good option, probably a better option, honestly.
Who was the kid you told me about 3 years ago, the next great prospect? Who was that?
Amani Bates.
Is he still in college?
He's in the G League. He got drafted like in the second round. He got like a gun charge. So he initially
you've been gone so long. Let me ask this. What do you think of Wembanyama?
He's obviously, a great talent, like a great specimen. I think that he's kind of like sort of like the final evolution that we've seen of like these bigger players who can dribble. Because I mean, when we think of like a Bol, he's another person you think of in that ilk. But Wemby, he just seems so much more fluid as a ball handler and as a player. Right.
Remember when you told us that night, and you said, but it was about the other kid, and I said, "Damn, you wasn't born yet because you were a millennial. You was a millennial baby." Basically, Wembanyama is the basketball player. They told guys like me and Mr. Miami, when we were in college, that there was going to be an NBA player in the 21st century, but it's going to be like 7'3", 7'5", that can dribble, can shoot threes, block shots, and rebound. That's what makes, to me, Wembanyama so fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he definitely seemed like that evolution. Like that final stage in the development. We like to see, if a player at that size, if it's sustainable for a long amount of time, like if you can handle that rigor year in and year out. But for sure, like he seems to have all the attributes. He's obviously it's not as seamless as a transition as we've seen other Euro players have. Like Luka came into the game
Yeah.
Came into the NBA dropping like 20. You know what I'm saying? Efficiency was a little bit of an issue for him, but that's a lot bigger issue for Wembanyama. Like I think he's shooting like 26% from three.
Yeah.
So that's an issue, but yeah, he's definitely a talented player. Like in terms of like LeBron or anything like that. Like he just
No,
gotta
I
let
don't
that
think
go.
he's a LeBron at all. I think a
Yeah.
LeBron comes, once fucking 2 generations, honestly. 6'9", 260 as a rock. And it runs like a gazelle. That's LeBron James. That's not coming every
Yeah.
day.
Just like that. I don't even think I'm not trying to gas LeBron, but like just the durability and the consistency.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know me. I have fun with him,
and
but
the basement, right? Like his worst,
yeah.
right? His worst is a lot better than Wembanyama, right?
Well,
Like in terms of like the heights he was kind of propelling his team to at 18.
Well, you better tell
Right.
your boy. You better tell your man that he better do better movies. He better do a very good Spaceship 3 and 4 that makes up a Spaceship 2.
Space Jam. Yeah, I haven't even seen it honestly. I saw this one clip on IG. It was it was like where he was sitting down at a restaurant. He was like trying to split the bill. He was like, no, you don't have to pay for me. Just pay your part. It's better for our friendship. And then he left his wallet in the car. I thought that was funny, but that's the only thing I've seen from his acting.
Well, hey, don't be. I'm going to bed, fellas. I'll see you guys Tuesday night. Don't be a stranger, NBA fan. Really, it's a thrill to have you up here. It's been a long time.
Man.
I'm glad you're healthy. God's great to you, bro. I'm not going to even get into it. God's great to you, man. And for me and all the guys that I told everybody what happened to you back then, we all prayed for you. I used to always shout you out every night, young man. I'm glad you're back up here. Knock on wood. God's great. Seriously.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you always, man.
And then hold up, real quick, before we tap
out. Go ahead.
No, I'm just wondering, like, what's your opinion on like the overall like QB like landscape in terms of like is Mahomes the GOAT or not? Like, where do you have him? Is he like?
Oh, to me, he's
like
the GOAT.
For sure,
right
is he for sure above Montana now?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
Yeah. I just feel like it's kind of young. He's kind of young to do that, and then like he's only played like 4 or 5 seasons. I think obviously his highs are as high as anybody, but those guys did it year in and year out for like over a decade at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I think he needs like some more consistency to get to that, in my opinion. Like 3 more seasons of performing at MVP level and like another chip, and that's it for me.
Yeah, if he win like 2 more,
if he goes in it year in, year out, 35, 10, 4,200 yards for like 3, 4, or 5 more years, and like maybe a chip or 2 in there too. Yeah, I think it's a done, like a done conversation. But
yeah, like say if they would a repeat. Oh yeah, he'll definitely.
It'd be the first team in NFL history if they repeat. And I'll tell you right now, if they get if they get either one of these guys, Devontae Adams, or what's his name, Mike Evans, who's an unrestricted free agent, and he wants to leave Tampa Bay, or Stephon Diggs, they will definitely repeat.
Real quick, I just want to. Okay, why would you ever spend substantial money on wide receivers at this point?
I'm gonna say it again.
He's won 2 back-to-back Super Bowls with like the worst wide receiver group. That's kind of what strengthens his GOAT argument. I'm not gonna lie. With the worst receiver group in the league 2 years in a row.
I believe Diggs is going to year 9. Evans has already played 10 years. He won with Brady. I believe guys like that. I don't know about Devontae Adams, but I believe those 2 guys will take less to win with Kansas City.
Aren't they already in a contract though?
No, he's unrestricted, and the Chiefs.
Who is?
Mike Evans. He ain't going. Okay. He already said he's not going back to Tampa.
I'm not even like at this.
Contract.
Diggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Dick's
but I
gonna.
get the feeling they're gonna
Uh,
release them, bro.
my thing is like, yeah, they might release him trade him because
Yeah,
I mean, shit, his
nah,
market, there's not. He's old and he got that like diva reputation. You're not getting too much for him. But
Jim says
I just don't think even
they got
as
him.
a GM with a player like Patrick Mahomes, that changes the calculus in terms of how much you're willing to expend on that position, right? Just
Yeah.
based off of how high he can elevate it. So I'm not even like in my mind, I'm not paying a receiver over $10 million, like under any circumstances.
I feel you,
Yeah.
man. Like I said, me and you agree that this draft this year is pretty damn good, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Depending on
be
like how many
surprised.
picks you got and what your team needs is, and
Yes,
you can
I
definitely
agree.
draft like at
I
least
agree
Yeah,
with you, Jim's. I
two
can see a
two
free
for
pick
two
in there.
sure. And
good
it's like
three,
if
at
I'm
least
going to
two
use a
good
first,
receivers.
like I try to go like a center or guard that I know could last like maybe 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
I
I'll try
think
to
Mike.
like get like a backup to replace one of the tackles or something like that.
I think
Right.
Mike Evans fits that timeline because they're winning right now, and he already got a chip beating them. By the way, with Tampa Bay a few years back.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
he had Timber. Yeah, they is.
He does, but I mean, what do
He'll take
you
he'll take less to go to KC. I'm telling you.
I agree, but like sort of like what they were talking about during the commentary during the games. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you want to keep that strong line. You probably want to improve the linebackers a little bit, like marginally. You obviously want to keep that, if not these exact corners, the secondary at the level that it's at now. Maybe get a big name, maybe get like a Jair Alexander, something like that, if possible.
No, you're right. I'm just laughing because following Green Bay this year, following Jordan Love, that guy's an idiot, man. I don't know what planet he's on,
Oh,
bro. Jair Alexander, bro. That guy, you wonder about him sometimes.
yeah, but that's kind of just my thoughts on it.
No,
I
no, you've been great, man. No, seriously, you've been great. You know
for
me, I
sure,
don't really argue up here. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I let you guys speak and hear your opinions. You know I'll be doing it that way, bro. Yeah,
yeah.
I think they go, and I think the number one reason why they're gonna go get him a veteran like that, take the pressure off.
My thing is like you can do that, and we're kind of rehashing it, but I'm gonna just say it one more time. But like, I
Yeah,
think
go
you
ahead.
can do that without spending $15 million, right?
What happens
Like,
if he takes
and
eight?
and huh?
What happens if he takes eight?
I don't think he'll reach
He's
it.
not taking. Mike Williams is not taking 8.
No, 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 no. I'm telling you,
You
guys
probably
like
can.
Mike
Shit,
Evans,
he done got his money.
exactly. Yeah, they'll make
Maybe
enough
I
to
mean
play
if
over
he
him.
be willing to take 8, like no more than like 11, I'd entertain it at that point. But I was thinking in terms of just like strictly a security blanket. What more do you need besides a Hunter Renfro? And then, you got your speed, like little edge guys, like a Hardman. You know what I'm saying? You run your
I
out
tell you right
routes too.
now,
You run your end arounds too.
Nicole Hardman's getting
Your little spot routes,
I
stuff
can see
like that.
a hundred run
the
for him.
Chiefs gonna give Nicole Hardman a 3-year extension. I tell you that after tonight.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of all you need in terms of a security blanket on top of Kelsey. And then
Still
as
can't believe
Kelsey,
they pulled it off, man.
yeah,
Seriously, I still can't believe they pulled it off 2 years in a row, bro. Wow.
for sure.
It just
And
adds to
then
his legacy, adds to his legend.
For sure, and that kind of like reinforces like my philosophy about how you build a team. Like you
Yes.
build it from the lines out. Because look at
Yeah.
where all of San Francisco's money is at offensively. Obviously, you got Trent. The line's decent, but you're spending what on McCaffrey? Like what?
They'll be
At
very
least over
interested.
10 a year. Over 10 a year, right?
Yeah. They'll be
And then
very interested.
you're paying Kittle prime TE money, right?
Yep. Yep.
And then you're paying Debo. If you haven't paid him, you're going to
Yeah,
pay
they paid
him.
him already. They got him
Yeah.
under contract.
So
They
that's
got
like 50. That's 50 mil at 3 positions.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
crazy, right?
And that wasn't enough. And then Purdy, like when you pay him, you'll have to, you know what I'm saying, match that. So you'll be paying them 50, and then you'll be paying Purdy 50, and you still couldn't get it done.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Let me get out of here, fellas. NBA fans
Yes,
do
sir.
not be a stranger. Y'all
Yeah,
miss
man.
you up
Shout out
there,
to
man.
everybody on the panel. Y'all have a good night.
Shout out to you, man. We miss you,
Yes, sir.
man. We be great,
You
all right?
too, bro.
NBA
Yeah,
fans,
man.
shout
Shout
out to
out,
him.
out to the
All right.
Nuggets.
Shout
Shout
out to
out
my
to the
brother right here.
Dolphins. And shout out to the Nuggets, baby. We coming up.
Go to bed, Sean. I mean, go. Sean, what time you get off? 7?
Yes, sir.
Damn, they put you to the graveyard shift? You wanted that, bro?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Certain days I work that, and then other days I work 3 to 11.
Yeah, I feel that. Me, Sean, and Mr. Miami going to After Dark for a couple of minutes. Country Girl Queena, Raven Knight, Jims,
Even God.
all you guys, I appreciate you tonight. And we'll see you Tuesday night. I was going to
Yes,
do a
sir.
show
Shout out to
Tuesday
Big
morning,
Bro
but
Ice.
I'm going to take my walk. So I'll be on Tuesday night. I'm going to review the Super Bowl again. I'm glad I came up here for these 3 hours and 20 minutes. I want to thank everybody for being here. Third Ward, congratulations. Now no one can say shit to you anymore about Patrick Mahomes. He is true, in my opinion, he's truly the GOAT. Okay, nothing against Brady, but Brady's great, folks. Don't get me wrong. But Mahomes, what he just did is scary.
Brady should
Back
got
to
7.
back years with no receivers, and I'll say it again. Listen to who he beat, folks, to win the chip. Tua Tagovailoa in the freezing cold. Josh Allen in Orchard Park with 12 degrees. Beat Lamar in his house and held him to a touchdown. And this showed Brock Purdy how you get it done. In overtime, folks. 3 seconds to go. Nicole Hardman, touchdown KC. They win the Super Bowl. And trust me, that's why I test left here. San Francisco is devastated right now. I've been reading some of the things in there. They're pointing fingers, and Kyle Shanahan has 3 losses in a row, bro. You can't be doing this, man. You are a phenomenal football coach. You blew it with Atlanta with Matt Ryan up 28-3 to New England. We all know what happened 2 years ago. We don't have to 4 years ago. We don't have to get into that. And I told Itest, watch the film. I'm gonna be right again. To me, one of the big points in this game was on big third downs. Brock Purdy got passes blocked, knocked back down. When
Gas station.
Itest sees that, he's gonna be fucking raging pissed when he sees that. So thank everybody in the clouds, everybody on Twitch, everybody on Facebook, everybody on X, and of course YT. I will
How
see
long
you
you gonna be
Tuesday
the
night,
coach?
everyone. Who? Say it again, Sean. Sean, say that again. Sean got mic issues, but he'll say what he said. We'll see you. We'll see you Tuesday night, everybody. Thank you for staying up this late with us. Good night from the Oasis. Oh, good day from the Oasis, everybody.